Welcome back to another episode of Kayfabe Chill. This is take one, of course, flawlessly as always. And of course, right next to me is my squad of friends, starting off with the universal, inaugural, reigning, defending, beautiful man cake of a champion.
Boo.
My champion, my Kayfabe and Chill champion.
Boo.
You got 3 more weeks of holding that championship from.
We'll see. We'll see when it comes down to the day, because the champ's never worried for competition. He likes it. He thrives off of it. So,
and who knows? Maybe by the end of this episode, he's holding 2 championships.
Maybe,
Mr. Cougar connoisseur, Ephraim. How you doing, man?
Doing great.
In his Clark Kent vibes right now.
Yes, my Clark Kent vibes. Yes, because we've all saw Superman and how great that movie was. So we'll get into that.
I didn't see it.
We're gonna have to kick you out for
we gotta kick you out.
Portion.
It's been coming. Matt's been the third guy all along. He's just been the fill-in. But no, welcome back, guys. I hope you all you've had a good week. We've had an interesting week, to say the least.
Yeah.
And of course, as always, actually not always. Sometimes you might miss an episode or two, but we love him anyways. The San Antonio Romeo, Ray Carter, man.
What's up?
Them lips looking great, man. Them lips looking great.
You know it.
Sometimes I get scared watching him introduce himself.
I might just Nardwar it and just expose some crazy shit about you guys. So this man murdered someone in 2022. The body is buried. and if you guys watched last week's episode, you know that the hierarchy of the Kayfabe and Chill champion show has changed forever. Because now this podcast is rated M for mature. What do we think? Solid. Oh, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth man to the podcast, the latest member of the Kayfabe and Show podcast, Matt. What's up, man? Rocking the gear.
Also representing the other brand.
There we go.
Look, Robert Pattinson's Batman.
There.
Grunge meets punk. No, that was a great post to have.
Love it. And you know what? We're going to get right into exactly the shirt that Matt is wearing because, ladies and gentlemen, we were blessed this past week to experience a comic book movie that I think we all needed to see, that we all needed, just period. Superman, James Gunn's Superman 2025. And I think it's fair to say we've all talked in the group chat. There's no sense in having any suspense about it. My gun never misses, baby. My gun never misses.
I'm just gonna have this in the corner.
It's safe to say I'm not excited for Fantastic Four after seeing Superman.
Oh yeah?
No Fantastic Four excitement.
I'm still gonna see it, but seeing Superman, I'm just like, damn, this movie is so good. And having Marvel's track record, I'm like,
and apparently I heard the Fantastic Four is only an hour and 55 minutes.
Yeah.
It's shorter than Superman.
That's gonna be a field. If we thought Superman was jam-packed, then Fantastic Four is gonna have.
I mean, the trailer has everything. From the trailers, there's so much going on and different stuff, and they got a lot of cover in under 2 hours for only an hour 55.
They kind of spoiled one of the scenes though, and I was like, dude, are you serious?
Let's save the Fantastic Four stuff for next week because right now we're on Superman time, baby. Because hold up, I'm pulling up a photo right now, so excuse me while I do that. But let's just open up the discussion. We all love it. We all question mark. We all love it.
So nice. I saw it twice. I saw it this morning.
Oh,
I saw it twice as well. Yeah.
I might see it a third time.
Dang,
I got a third time locked in.
We're ready to catch up, right, Mr. Tom?
I've been wanting to watch it again, man. I just haven't had time.
So yeah, let's open up the discussion as this beautiful photo just depicting, I think, what we're all feeling right now.
Why he look like that?
Doped up. I know it looks like Bizarro, but we are all doped up on hopium. I think let's just go ahead and open up the spoilers. I think there's no point in if you're watching this show, you have to have seen the movie. There's no point in really giving spoiler free talk. But yeah. Fucking incredible movie. took a lot of risks, which I was like very surprised by, story wise, character decision wise. But yeah, let's start with the man wearing the shirt right now, the logo. What'd you think of the movie? What surprised you about the film? What'd you walk away taking away from the film a lot, or most from?
Well, walked out with a smile on my face. That's
Mm.
for one. And wanting more. I'm The thing that disappointed me was the end credits of the movie because it left me wanting more of the universe. And I was like, oh, it's gonna be like end credits. It's gonna lead into the next film. But those post credit scenes of just like a picture and just like random scene of like I guess not a random scene, but it was just a gag from the ending of how the movie finished with Lex splitting Metropolis into two. Just seeing this movie by then, it really just wanted me to see more of the world and the characters because I know we stated in the group chat that it feels like this world is just already lived in and we're experiencing it through Superman of him just arriving. Like we're seeing how the world is and like I mean, even Green Lantern, it's like it seems like superheroes are normalized in their world and nobody's like shocked or anything by it. I mean, it's my cat. But it seems like Green Lantern, even he was just eating cereal at a diner, like just casually. Nobody was looking around, and he was just eating Fruity Pebbles.
We live in a world. They live in a world where intergalactical imps just raid upon the city, and Superman's just like, they got it. We got kaiju's and
I mean, yeah, all the kaiju's and all the shenanigans, people were just like just there watching or just having their phones out, like, oh, it's just Tuesday. The only gripe that I have with the
yeah.
movie is that it could have benefited from 10 or 15 more minutes.
I'm gonna agree with you on and say I love that movie. It's so nice. I had to see it twice. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't. There's a lot of things that I wish, like what Matt was saying, I agree on. I wish we could explore more on those end credits. But I feel like we got a lot because Supergirl appearing in one scene of the movie. What I thought was super cool and seeing her and how she is different from Clark and or Superman and how he is as cousins. It's like I said, I left that movie feeling hopeful. Like I just got thrown into the sun and healed of all my trauma and past and everything. And I saw it and I was like, yep, I'm 100%, no 80%, no 70, no 60. It felt like I was watching Superman from the cartoon days of the animated series. I loved it, loved every second. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think it was a great film. I see what you guys mean too by adding stuff into there, more character arc and Ultraman. But I think that was the pop James Gunn wanted, was for all the fans to be like, oh, what the fuck? For non-comic readers to know who that is. So when he takes off that mask after being thrown and tossed around the whole city of Metropolis, he's like, oh shit, that's a clone of Superman. That's how evil and crazy Lex Luthor is. He's like, I'll make a clone just to spite you, just to beat the shit out of you, because I know I can't do it at this moment, but he can. And I think James Gunn understands that too. And a thing that I watched on this run around and watch around of the movie was Crypto. How Crypto was a big piece of the movie instead of just being a dog in the movie. You know what I mean? How people are like, oh, he's cute, he's adorable. He's just there for like the dog ads and stuff like that, right? The Milkbone ads, whatever there was that were
Yeah,
coming up on the TV. That last part where he's fighting Ultraman and he's kind of like saying like, Crypto, play fetch or catch the toys. You know what I mean? It helps Superman beat Ultraman because it's something he can do by himself. It helps pretty much Clark win the whole match. So I mean, I love that detail, and James Gunn knows how to write characters well. We've seen that with Guardians. We've seen that with Suicide Squad, Creature Commandos. I mean, like I said, this movie was great to me. I don't see a lot of stuff that needs to be added to it. I think it's a great first film of Superman, and I can't wait to see what they explore next.
You know what's one thing that's wild to me though? They definitely spent a lot of the budget on Crypto because I completely forgot that it's not a real dog.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
He's all CG.
Yeah, one thing I'll say is that to me, this was a perfect comic book film. Like, just the most superhero movie ever. Like one thing is like why to me James Gunn was like the perfect choice to direct the Superman is that when you watch this movie, like every single character that gets screen time gets the same amount of care as Superman, as Lex Luthor, as Eve Teskmacher. Granted, like not all of them get story arcs or whatever, but every single one gets so much care taken to him. Tessmacher,
Jimmy Olsen.
R.I.P. to Mr. Kebab Man, the reluctant Riz of Jimmy Olsen. You got even like the bitter ex who apparently wrote a blog post about Lex. She gets a moment where she like reunites with her parents and
Hmm.
during
Yep.
the last scene, and you're like, what
How long has she been
any
in
other
there? Yeah.
movie? In
Yeah.
any other movie, it would just kind of be one of those things like, okay, like that was just a thing to establish Lex as like petty, but we do get some resolution with that. So to me, and why it's so perfect is because this Superman in particular make sure that it thinks that everything matters. Everyone has value. Every life matters. He saves a squirrel. And I just noticed that parallel of James Gunn and Superman, them all caring about, them both caring about all life, whether it be in the scope of the movie or the scope of the story within the universe. So yeah, that's what I loved about it. Ray Carter, what do you
Yep.
think about the movie? Let me know. Talk to me. Talk to me about Superman.
He's like, I hate it.
Superman, more like super woke, worst movie ever. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh,
Um,
oh, Ray, you were one word away. One word away. Go.
There's all the comments
You
in the
see,
chat.
this
uh,
Superman doesn't kill Ray, but I just might have to pull Henry Cavill and just like gladly.
nah, I think it was like a real fantastic film, and not DC.
Say
DC
that again.
lately.
2 more weeks. 2 more weeks until we can drop that. But go ahead.
There you go. No, I think it was it was amazing. I think Ephraim hit it on the head. It felt like the animated series, and obviously, a lot of the main story in the movie, I guess you could say it's kind of similar to what's going on right now, and I think
Mhm.
that's why it makes it more interesting. Like we need somebody like a Superman to save us from the madness going on, whether it's in that reality or even in this one. So I think seeing that on the screen, you're like, dude, like there's moments where I got chills. Like I think it's the kid and the soldiers are coming in. He's like Superman, super. I'm like, dude, oh my gosh. But it was fantastic. Mr. Terrific was amazing in there.
Mm,
I think he became a character I slowly became I became a fan after watching this. I've been
yeah.
listening to the soundtrack a lot, especially of course that last song that they end off with.
By
The
Iggy Pop.
Yeah, it's been on loop 24/7, man.
Well,
But
not
yeah,
by Iggy Pop, but
yeah, but no, it like at the end it does give you that hopeful feeling of like wanting a change. And I think that's kind of like we said, something we really needed right now, considering with everything going on. That was a
Yeah.
movie like a bright movie that people need to see right now. And I think one of my favorite parts, and I've reposted it multiple times, is when he's talking with Lex. He's like, "Look, I'm as human too. I get up, I'm scared, but I still go on as the day goes." And I was like, dude, that's Superman.
He doesn't know what to do, but he'll still put one foot in front of the other.
Exactly. And that's what honestly the
Mm,
DC alone has been missing out of Superman. We've seen Batman, we know his story. We've seen Wonder Woman, but we've never seen in terms of in this current generation or this current era of film version of Superman. Yeah, we got Henry Cavill, but that one was more darker than it was what we've seen in the comics. And dude, fantastic. I'm definitely waiting to see part two, and then obviously, Supergirl today, which was announced 2026 next year.
yeah.
It's looking good. It's looking
oh,
good
wait.
for the
You
DC.
know what to me defines this version of Superman differently from Cavill, among many things. I'm sure we could all go around the table
Yeah.
and talk about different things, but to me, the scene that really struck out to me was like, he's talking to Lois with the fight going on in the background. I giggled. I'm a grown man and I giggled, and he's talking about how I'm going to turn myself in, and she's like, "What?"
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
any version of Superman, I think, especially in the modern day, trying to be a little edgier, and we've seen it in Man of Steel. He's like, I'm going to turn myself in because I need to it's like some grand commentary on society of like, I need to let them know that I'm a god, but I am willing to help the people. But he explains his rationale. It's like, it's the best way to find crypto, and he's a dog, not a good one. And it's actually not even his dog; it's his cousin's dog.
Yeah.
But as the person responsible for this being, it's the best chance I have of finding him. And to me, that was so that to me was what made is like indicative of what this whole Superman movie is making Superman as human, as relatable, and as like bare bones as possible, you know, stripping away all the
Yeah.
godliness and all that. Also, real quick, what did we all think about the big L, the parents, the Jor-El and Zara? I forget the mom's name, but the twist, the big twist of Kryptonians wanting Superman to
Like
be the
the harem.
Overlord, the harem.
I couldn't take it seriously, bro. Every time they mentioned it, after like seeing like anime, you're just like, oh god.
I was like, I just still laugh at the super shit. He's like, you know how much that pisses me off.
And
But no,
how mad he gets, it cracked me up.
Dude, yeah.
and
Loki is just behind the keyboard, just commenting his hashtag super shit.
Very useful GIF, by the way. Very useful GIF. The monkeys.
Yeah.
I want to go back to well, I'll jump back to this later, but I know you're talking about. I want to go back to Lois and Clark's exchange in the movie and how that goes on, but we'll go back to another part. But you're asking about the whole change up on on itself. I mean, James Gunn said too that it was something that he wanted to do. It was something that I think he's always he felt like it was a change that would needed to be needed in a movie because everyone's been doing the same thing of Superman has been here on this planet on this Earth, and he's always been sent to be good. But it amplifies Clark's character and Superman's character more that no matter what someone tells him that he's going to do his own thing, and he feels like that's what he needs to do to be a good guy no matter if it's parents telling him. And I think we all had our punk rock face, and as growing up and being that teenager that's if a parent tells you to do something, you're going to go against the grain and be like, no, I'm not doing that. That's not the right way to do it. And I think that amplifies Superman's character a lot more than a lot of people understand that. It gives him more likability and more empathy because he's like, yeah, my parents are bad, but I'm not like them. I'm different. I'm here to save the earth. And no matter how much hate and lies you spew about my name, I'm not like them. I'm here to help you, and I'm going to keep doing that. And I think that's what James Gunn was smart about doing it, is to make you feel like the way my brother put it too is you're rooting for him. You're not making it feel like, Superman is a God being and he's here to help us. No, he's a human being at the end of the day. Like his speech said, he messes up. He understands that. And, he's not like his parents. He's different. He's a whole human being in the inside. He has that feel as much as we do.
You see, I think not Superman. I think James Gunn just was watching Invincible. Was like, let me just take some notes on this real quick.
Let me take that.
But are Superman's parents, are they like the rulers of Krypton, or like king, queen, or like are they like royalty?
They're like
think
government
so.
officials, I believe. I know the dad typically is like a scientist, like a high-ranking scientist, and the mom, they don't usually go into her, but I know they do get involved in like politics at some point.
I mean, knowing what the Earth, like our son, is gonna like do to him, like if you're his parents and you know like what powers your son's gonna have, it makes more sense of like why his parents are like, oh, go out and do this, make Krypton live on, conquer, have our what's it called, religion or not religion? What's the word
Like
I'm
our
looking for?
Philosophy or the philosophy.
Our culture like live on, and the philosophy live on through Clark, or not Clark, but his
Superman.
I'm blanking down his name.
Kal-El.
Kal-El, yeah. And just having it live on through them, it makes sense. And I didn't like it at first. I was like, But then as I thought about it, I'm like, it kind of makes sense. And yeah, you're right. It kind of needs that twist for like the feel on Superman of like, it shows more on what Superman's parents on the ranch, his connection with them, like the impact they have on him. I think it's a whole Earth connection.
And I'm kind of glad because now looking at it and thinking about it, I remember the Superman recently with Jack Quaid in the animated series. I haven't finished the second season or third, but I remember in the first season when he's like learning about like him as Superman, his original plan his dad sent out for him to do was conquer Earth. And I was like, oh shoot, like it was interesting. So if you guys, if you watch the animated series, the newer one, I was looking at it, I was like, oh shoot, like dang, like they kind of pull that trigger in the movie, so I thought that was cool. But I want to say though, like the parents or the parents of Superman, the porch scene, dude, like that whole setting of just tears. And I was like, dude, this is what, like, basically what he stands for, and that's what he's known for. His, his, I'm forgetting his name. The
Jonathan.
dad, Jonathan. There you go.
Yeah.
And it was just like, dude, like that's what Superman is. Like to not like be relatable to us because we've all
Yeah.
gone through a phase like that. So to have that scene and then just, the chemistry with the family, I was like, dude, this is it. This is
I think my only like gripe I say with that whole like cities. I mean, them back at home scene in Smallville was the flag, the banner. I don't know if y'all saw it when he's laying on his bed. If my Smallville watchers, I think Matt Stone hasn't watched it, correct, Matt?
I haven't seen it
Okay.
yet.
Yeah. And then Chesko, you seen it, correct?
I've seen the first 2-3 seasons.
Okay, cool. So the first two, Ray, of course, I know you've seen all of
Yeah.
it. We know the mascot of the show.
Yeah.
For the school, what was it?
the Crows.
The Crows. So Smallville has the Giants with their little banner. And I was like, man, I wish it was the Crows, James Gunn. Come on. That was my only gripe with the movie. That was it. Because I really wanted it to be the Crows. But I was like, I guess I'll take the Smallville Giants. But, it was something.
You know what I love about that?
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, I'll say real quick, and then you can take it wherever you want to go. One thing I love about that Pa Kent scene is just how they set it up, where it feels like Pa Kent is just gonna be this stoic, oh, he's just a tough dad. But then you find out like once he gets brought back to the bed and he's like in tears, like, oh, he's gonna be okay. And she even sets it up like, oh, he's just a big mush. I don't know. That really hit me just because, yeah, my dad is very much the same way where you see him, you don't really get to know him yet. Very stoic, very like quiet, uh, yeah, very quiet guy. But once you get to know him, he's very gushy and funny and all this stuff. So I just really that scene, I was that, and I do have a gripe with James Gunn. Why the fuck would you put such a tear flutter scene at the very end so that when the lights go on, I'm like a complete mess. I'm like, don't turn the lights back on, please. Like, please turn it back off. But yeah, Matt, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say with the old DCU, with them having the same name Martha, if they do put Robert Pattinson's, which we'll probably get into that of how we feel about it, if they do put Robert Pattinson's Batman
Yeah.
together with how they have the same name of Martha, it's gonna be like, damn, your parents are evil too. They did some bad shit.
Yeah, I did notice those parallels between Superman and the Batman. Um,
But
yeah.
I feel like for my final thoughts on Superman, I'd say it's nice finally seeing some color on the damn
Yeah.
screen and not having it all dark and gray and serious. You definitely feel like the whole wackiness, and I definitely feel a lot more of the connections with Lois and Superman, and even with like his parents, because Zack Snyder decided to kill his dad in the first movie, and it's like, oh, that's his whole connection and what's keeping him anchored. But I felt
What
very
scene was
nice,
it?
especially with
The
yeah.
Stop.
I've seen that screenshot so many times.
It
Yeah.
definitely felt nice just seeing even just more of the characters, because I was first introduced into Mr. Terrific through Arrow, and I was like,
Oh,
oh, this
yeah.
guy's all right. And now and seeing how he is like in the comics or even in the animated shows or like movies, you're like, damn, this guy's actually pretty cool. And they showed it a lot through the Superman movie. But
Mr. Terrific
for,
was badass.
I guess, segueing into it, how do we feel if Robert Pattinson decides to join this version of Superman? Personally, I think their suits look good side by side, but the way their movies are, I don't think they collide at all. I don't think they mash up together. Their suits look good side by side for like this
Okay.
whole new DC universe.
Okay, I want to start this off with saying it would be
Okay.
super fucking cool to see these characters interact. But like what he was saying, their whole method of villains, I mean, James Gunn and DC probably can make this work as best as they can, but Batman's villains are so much more authentic and grounded and more realistic than Superman's characters are. Superman's characters are more out there and goofy and outlandish, comic bookish, which is not a bad thing. But those two don't always compare because like you can have this Joker that's like, you know, what was his name? Barry Cogan, who plays him in the Batman.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
last,
Yeah.
I hope he's not in the second one. I don't want to see no more Joker. I want a different villain. I want Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, but like even then too, like the Riddler. Let's go back to the Riddler because the Joker is kind of bad comparison here. But having the Riddler being that villain and playing games like with Superman, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" You know what I mean? Like, I'm not dealing with this shit, Bruce. Like, no. Like, he's gonna be like, I don't. No, it's too ground. Like it's not. It doesn't make sense. I can't describe it now, but it's not gonna make sense for our Clark Kent.
Yeah.
I
It'll
mean,
just
if
be it'll be weird considering yeah, Superman is taking on kaijus and fucking intergalactic imps, and then Batman is like barely he's like just hanging on the thread by through like these goons and the Riddler is taking them down. And granted, like it's cool, it is cool, and they just look so good together. Ephraim knows I was whining like a little boy 2 episodes ago about wanting these two together. Like they just look perfect. Like what universe? Like we were telling me we live in a universe where these two we could. They're so I could see them bickering back and forth and growing that relationship over the like 10 movies, and I would love it, but
what I find what's funny that I don't know if y'all noticed, and while watching Superman, as while Metropolis was getting split apart, there was people escaping the Gotham. I was like, bro, you're going from hell to even more. You're not getting any better if you're entering Gotham.
That's true.
But
That's true.
I don't know if y'all heard the rumor for since the Batman 2 script is finally done.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's a rumor of why it took so long is that Matt Reeves was making 2 different scripts. One for making how to introduce Robert Pattinson's Batman into Superman's universe in the new DCU, and one to do it solo.
Ooh.
Where are you guys getting your sources? Because I need these sources. I need to read this. I need to get Twitter. I don't want Twitter yet.
I'll
See,
send
I
you
don't-
some of the information on the 2 different scripts. But
hey, Matt's sources.
Confirmed. He shams. He's our shams.
See, I feel like
right. These are shams.
But I don't want Robert Pattinson to be our version of Batman because it seems like this world has already lived in Superman. So I feel like it fits more if this world is already lived in, that we get an older Batman and already have the Bat family like introduced already
Yeah.
there.
And
What-
we're getting the Brave and the Bold, which
Yeah.
by default has Damian Wayne. He's
Which-
mentioned already the Bat family. James Gunn has already mentioned the existence of the Bat family. So I think you're getting exactly what you asked for. Yeah.
So my question here too is, what do we think about who are we casting as this Batman? And do we want, like what Matt said, do we want an older Batman to be more, a little more wider and older than Clark's? Like he's always sitting in his Batcave watching Clark already as it is. And he's like, yeah, I've been watching you for 3 years. I know who you are. And he's like, I also know you're Clark Kent, by the way. Those hypnosis glasses are not working on Bruce Wayne. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, do we want an older version? And if we do, who are we playing? Or do we want like a 5-year Batman, like 2 years after Superman?
Look, just give me Chris Pratt as Batman. That's all I want.
No, we're not. No, we're not. Hold up.
Jack Black as the Joker. Confirmed.
Hey, Matt, we're sure about this being your partner, right? You're gonna keep rolling with it, okay? So on screen right now is
He's thinking about it right now. He's like, if he's my partner, he's like this, then I can take the title away from him this easy. This is how I get my shot to be the champ, the ultimate opportunist. That's what Matt's thinking right now in his head. I'm gonna cash
No,
in.
he's thinking about a Batman.
he's like, how do we skip to page 70 of this goddamn KNC script already? So on screen right now, I just shared was just something I came across last night. Was Nate Mann. I don't know what his work is, but apparently, since David Cornsway was also an unknown actor, and also he just looks like the picture of Bruce Wayne. He gives off like big telltale Batman vibes.
He looks like Schmidt from New Girl.
He does. He does.
I've heard Cody Rhodes is like Jock Schmidt, and this guy could complete the trilogy of Schmidt coded men.
Okay, can you just type in like hashtag Batman, like go fan casting, whatever, on Twitter or something along those lines?
I'm very scared to type anything on Twitter.
Hey, that's fair. That's
respectfully,
Hey,
we're gonna respectfully decline just because I don't know what is.
We can do reels, right? That's what it's called. That's a little more safe friendly.
I'm still stuck on wanting Jensen Ackles.
Yeah, that's been my pick from the start too. Having him play Batman would be super fucking cool. I think he looks the part. He sounds the part.
Soldier, The Boys is entering its last season.
Yeah.
Though actually, I think he's having a prequel, right?
I don't know if it's gonna like interfere, if he's gonna be able to do it.
Yeah.
Who is it? Stormfront and Soldier Boy.
Yeah.
I
of
believe
them being
so.
Nazis pretty much in the past lives.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ray, do you have a suggestion for Batsy?
I mean, I'm always been one of those. As long as they're decent, I'm fine with it. Like Robert Pattinson was one. I was like, of course, when they casted him, I was like, dude, like, are you serious? Like this guy? And then like he ended up doing amazing. I was like, I'm just gonna shut up. So I mean,
That's like a song movie when Robert Pattinson got cast.
I didn't like it, man. I didn't like it.
Whenever I saw that, I thought about it and I was like, you know what? I don't hate it because I thought it was going to be that perfect because of I saw what we have with Christian Bale and I saw that we
Uh-huh.
have Ben Affleck, how the buff versus the skinny. And I was like, we're going to get that perfect like medium Batman and probably get a good suit.
I mean,
And that
Also,
he had the jawline. I had no doubt in Robert Pattinson.
he had the jawline, and also he just looks like a socially awkward man, and that's like to me my favorite versions of Bruce Wayne is like the ones that feel look a little unhinged, a little awkward, and I just love that portrayal of
Look,
Batman
I
and
I
mean,
Bruce Wayne.
what I
I
really
like
want is I want him to work more on the Bruce Wayne in the sequel. I need more of the Bruce
Yeah.
Wayne if I'm putting
yeah.
on the whole personality.
look I had my doubts on him as Batman first time. I was like fucking Edward from Twilight. Which don't get me wrong, I like some of the Twilight movies. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. The first one was good. It was cringy and it was good. Okay, it was cringy good. So look, listen, y'all saw that in my shared. But like no, like even then, like having his Bruce Wayne be a little more edgier and grungy, which is something good for him, especially in his 3 years. Or how long has he been Batman? Was he 3 years into it, or was it two?
3 years. 3 years.
3 years, right? So
Yeah,
again,
it's true.
look again. That makes more sense with Superman. 3 years of being heroes. Just, I mean,
That's how they bond.
I know
Instead of having
damn
the same
well.
mother's name, they're like, wait, you started 3 years ago? I started 3 years. Did we just become best friends?
I think we
Yo.
did.
What started to like get me more and more Robert Pattinson's Batman, as soon as I saw, I mean, seeing his suit for the first time, I was like, oh, it looks sick. And the whole gun theory on his chest, I
Yeah,
wish it was true,
Oh,
but it wasn't. I was like, oh, that would have been hard. But I
had
know
me
damn
shadow
well probably,
boxing.
I know everyone
Sorry.
here probably felt, I know everyone here was probably set on Robert Pattinson's Batman was off that first trailer of DC fandom, and like something in the way is just playing in the background. We're like, oh, we
Yeah.
got Nirvana in this.
Nirvana and that series of Batman by Matt Reeves just connects. I see all the edits
It
and
needs to be
Yeah.
just all two movies, just Nirvana soundtrack or like just grunge.
yeah, because I need some Soundgarden in there. I need Audio Slave. I need Pearl Jam. I need all that good stuff.
You need
Superman's
Chris
gonna need
Cornell and
Creed.
all his million bands.
Mm-hmm. And he's like, I listen to all these.
I
Super.
rewatched that entire first that trailer a shit ton when it first dropped.
Dude, for real, man. It was because I think it's been a while. It was a while since we've gotten a Batman and let alone like I guess like an emo version of him since Affleck. And it was like, dude, like it was
Yeah,
what fans have wanted.
I mean, to be
The
honest, too,
movie
I
kept
wasn't
getting
so
delayed.
thrilled on Ben Affleck as Batman either, and I'm a big Ben Affleck guy. I like Ben Affleck and a lot of things he does.
The
But
suit
like,
looks amazing. I'll give him
yeah,
that. Bro's fucking buff.
Buff.
Yeah.
yeah.
His
So
abs were CGI though.
And I
I
love
like,
the fabric type suit. Like obviously I love the armor vibe that Pattinson had, but the fabric looking suit, Dark Knight Returns vibe, like
I
That's what
mean,
was Zack Snyder's mistake for immediately just going for Dark Knight Returns and making that version of Batman. Like
and
how
then
dark it
mhm.
is.
also doing Batman v Superman, and then also doing
Yeah.
the death of Superman, and then suddenly at the end giving us the dawn of Superman returning, like not even the end of the movie, you're already saying like, oh, he's gonna come back. Like it was just such a insecure film. Like it's just like,
he
oh,
he
here's
he
everything.
he
Yeah.
wasted so much potential and so much time. He had a such. He said he had all the story and said, "Now we're just gonna like that and squish it
Wonder
together."
Woman, all the Justice League members being revealed through emails.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
Um,
don't like. I didn't like
man,
Wonder Woman. That's my take. I don't like the first
the
one or the second
movie?
one. Both of them.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
I
I
like
just
the
don't buy Gal Gadot, to be honest.
It's so long. Kal-El, no, bro. I couldn't
Give me
remember.
the stones.
I couldn't remember Kal-El's name this morning. I was like, "What the hell is Superman's name?" And then Gal Gadot just appeared in my brain, and I was like, "Oh, that's the name."
I love that.
No, I do wonder once in a while how his Batman would have turned out. His Ben Affleck solo Batman movie. How it hit?
I saw some fan stuff, or not fan stuff, but like the concept and like what the script was going to be about, and I kind of wish we got that movie.
Because it was supposed to be with Deathstroke, right? Or he was supposed to be involved some way.
Joe Manganiello or something like that.
Yeah, dude. I freaking popped when we saw him in the Snyder Cut. I was like, dude, it would have been sick to see, but
I still think to this day Jesse Eisenberg is the worst Lex Luthor ever to
oh,
be
definitely.
be on the
He
screen.
was more of a Riddler.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like that's what I felt like every time he talked. It was like, why are you talking like this?
Can we transition back to Superman? Because I want to talk about Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor.
Oh yeah,
Best performance. The envy scene gave me chills in the theater.
What a
What a-
My drive is so I can kill you.
Dang. That's how
God.
intense it was. You can't even
I
hear
love
it.
it.
you know,
I love it. God.
The tone I think that set Lex Luthor for me was because before I was like, okay, he's intimidating, but that part that set it differently is when he kills Superman's friend that gave him the boot,
Oh, dude.
and he's like, "Boo!" and he's like, "Oh, I thought this was gonna go on longer."
Yeah.
And they're just laughing and kind of like, "Oh, I'll bring back someone like else to kill." That's what set the mode. And like once that changed, I was like, "Yeah, those guys he's fucked up in the head in so many ways, more than just hating Superman." And then that part too, when he's like, I want to get to this. Where he's like, what do you call it? He's like, they chose him over me. Let it die. Who cares? Let's get the hell out of here. That's the part I was like, yeah, this guy's so fucked up in so many ways, and the hatred for Superman has gotten to him and everything. You can feel it. You can feel it coming off.
He's willing to sacrifice everybody just to kill Superman.
Yep.
My version of Lex Luthor has always been from the Justice League TV show.
Oh, goated.
Love
Just
that.
like with the way he talks and his deep voice, where he's just always just so calculating.
That's Mr. Krabs, by the way.
Mm-hmm. I always read in the comics. That's how I always read Lex Luthor, and I think it would be so funny if one day they swap villains and just have Batman is like Lex just like play chess. They're just Light and L from Death Note. They're just playing mind games with each other. I counteracted your move. It's like, no, I counteracted that.
God, that would be really sick. And then I love how they portray him. He's kind of like, honestly, there's a lot of parallels between him and like say a Tony Stark, but he just was so torn up with envy for this Superman. I love it. I think the other scene that because the 1A scene, the final scene with Superman, which I think we'll talk about, but the scene where Superman is suffocating through those like little beads, which by the way was metal as fuck. Seeing the blue, red, and yellow suit, but with the black shroud over him. But you cut to Lex and he's got this like little grin, this little awkward, nerdy little grin, and I'm just like, that is both like adorable and hella funny, but also very like exactly what a modern day Lex would look like. Is like, I don't know, just so you get overcome with glee, I just love that depiction of it.
I gotta ask though, who's winning the hate off, Kendrick or Lex? Who went on a generational hate run?
It's close. I just know Lex was bumping. It's the album is titled GN Lex because both of these dudes were hating as fuck. Like I just know what is it? Hey Now, with the Doofenshmirtz verse. Like I just know that's what Lex was the type of time he was on, for sure. Top 5 comic book movie villain. Do y'all agree with that?
Oh,
okay. Oh, I want to say who's our number one if we're gonna make this and put Lex in there, because number one's gonna set the standard.
Everyone, yeah, you guys, let's all
wait, of Lex
propose.
or like of Lex or just superhero villains?
Superhero villains, I think. Yeah.
Ooh.
Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin.
Yeah, I think
is in there.
Yeah, Goblin's up there. I'm gonna put movie strictly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Goblin's my number one. Damn, I really wanted to put Killmonger. I think Killmonger's a good 3.
He was
not
good.
A 2, maybe like a 4 or 3 or 4 is where I place him. But I would say over bias wise, I'm gonna put him 3 because I really do like Michael B. Jordan as Killmonger.
I don't know how y'all feel about this, but a lot of people, what do y'all watch The Dark Knight for? Is it for the Joker? You see,
Um,
I really love Two-Face in that movie.
Yeah.
Look,
That's a
well,
great take.
I
Great
do
take.
like Bane in the last one. I don't know why.
Oh, yep.
It's just a pick. I like Tom Hardy as Bane. Don't get me wrong. He said the Joker's good and all that. I do like Bane. Though. Bane's been one of my favorite Batman villains for a while.
It's
But
iconic. Everyone
yeah,
does the voice,
I
and
was born in the dark.
yeah. Do you see
Oh,
like
did it?
The way he's climbing those chains, just like that's just impressive.
yeah.
and
Also
he's
the little two piece he hits the pillar on,
Bro just
like
hates the
Batman
villain.
already dipped, and
He hits it once.
like just for fun, like just for the shits and gigs, like I'm just gonna give this column a little two piece.
and the biggest thing too. He broke Batman's back, and on that way
Yeah.
he broke Batman's back. Like he fucking
Yeah.
went wow, just like that. Snapped it
And we
right in
took
half.
it back to you, the people.
Mm. Oh, it's so good.
Good.
The movie was kind of a mess, but Bane was. I love that. I love
I
Bane.
Thanos is my number 2. I'll put
Yeah.
Goblin,
Okay.
Thanos, Killmonger.
Is
I'll
Ultron
put.
in there?
Oh, I like Ultron a lot though.
Ultron's underrated.
I
I
don't
give you
think
a
he's
lot
in
of
the.
villains, and you're gonna be like, fuck.
I think he's in the top 10 for me, not top 5,
Yeah,
but top 10.
he's. I would say like top 10. Yeah, I do
Because
like Ultron.
Lex, because my list, I thought I've been thinking about this movie all fucking week. It
Mhm.
goes Thanos, Willem Dafoe, no particular order. Thanos, Willem Dafoe, Heath Ledger Joker, Lex, and then Jake Gyllenhaal's Mysterio.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was what I
yeah.
was thinking too. I was like, I don't know if he passes Lex, but I do like his Mysterio because
Yeah.
he's the only man that's able to get into Spider-Man's head
I'm
more than
so
these other
upset.
villains.
Marvel better not have killed off Mysterio because that's just a whole missed opportunity.
I thought he was
Or
going to
did
be
he
the
really
sixth
kill him?
member. I thought he was going to be the sixth member of No Way Home.
I thought it was too.
Yeah.
Look,
But
I'm also a sucker for the lizard in Amazing Spider-Man too. I thought he was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Doc
I
Ock?
used Doc Ock is up there too.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I would have
think
said Carnage if it wasn't played by Tom. What was his name?
Woody
Harrelson.
Harrelson.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
couldn't do it.
Hey, Mitch, Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it.
I remember
Um,
seeing him in the post-credit scene for Venom 2, and you see him in that goofy little wig, and I was just like, oh, next movie is just gonna be fun. Just it's just gonna be for fun.
Just
I
regular
haven't seen
Venom.
any of the Venom movies. Are they worth watching?
The first
Yeah.
one's like my favorite one. That's it. After that, everything else has been like, eh.
To me, it's
Yeah.
some of those like those movies where you it's so bad it's good, or you just kind of enjoy it for what it is. You're just like, what the fuck's going on my screen? That to me is the kind of movie it is. Like Tom Hardy does his best Jim Carrey type thing. So
Yeah. I think for
I'd
me,
not recommended, but if you care to watch it, then go ahead.
villain wise, Namor was pretty interesting. I liked him as a villain, especially when he's like he kills the mom and he's like, all right, you're queen now. Let's run this. Like, dude,
Mm,
freaking
yeah.
Are we putting
Are
TV
we
show
counting
villains
him
in
as a villain though? Because
I think he was the villain
I
of
think
Black
he's
Panther too.
anti-hero or just antagonist. I don't
Well,
see him as a villain.
look, I want to say
mean-
General Zod from Man of Steel too. We have to put General Zod in here because I like Michael Shannon's performance as General Zod.
He's
Namor
in my
has
top 10.
lines. Mourn your loss, bury your people. You're queen now.
Bro,
Mm.
bars right there.
Yeah.
I don't see Namor as a villain though. That's the thing too that I
Yeah.
keep thinking. I see him more as because we know his history.
Are we counting TV show?
No.
I mean,
I think we're keeping it movies. And also,
'Cause-
here's my argument for the Namor thing is that do we count Tony Stark as a villain for Civil War? Because that's to me what
Yeah.
I compare it to
Well,
is
what
that
are
these
that?
are two just opposing forces. I wouldn't say they're villains.
So I don't know what that one too because I feel like that would have been more of like the government and Thunderbolt Ross, but I see your Iron Man thing too. I
Or
see
Baron
why.
Zemo.
Let's say Zemo?
Yeah, Baron Zemo.
Zemo,
Oh yeah, Zemo.
Yeah.
Zemo's the one
great,
that started all the conflict. I
Yeah. Oh,
created
just to
the
clarify,
Iranian conflict.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. So just to clarify, I'm not saying Iron Man is a villain. I'm just saying,
Doomsday? Doomsday confirmed, Chesco? Did you confirm Iron Man was a villain this whole time?
No, what? Wait, what? How does Iron Man relate to Doomsday? I'm lost.
Because he's
Dr.
saying
Doom.
because you're saying that Civil War, Iron Man's a villain in Civil War, or not a villain, but he's kind of like the antagonist to Cap's movie,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that you're saying that in the context of Iron Man being counted as a villain, you're counting him as Doctor Doom, and you called it way back when.
Well,
Me
I'm not saying he's a villain, so I guess I didn't predict it. But yeah, I'm just saying like he's not a villain. Me personally, I don't think Namor is a villain.
Me
I thought you
thinking
were
all
saying
the-
Doomsday from Batman v Superman as a
I
top
was
five
thinking it
villain.
too.
I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, I was like, right, his name is Doctor Doom.
um,
oh,
I mean,
also rest in peace to Julian McMahon,
Oh
former
yeah.
Doctor Doom. Rest in
yeah.
peace. But yeah,
The
sorry.
TV show villain to me is Kingpin. Wilson Fisk.
Yeah.
See, I loved Adrian Chase.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
great.
That's the
I
best
like that.
Arrow villain. Slade, to me, Slade Wilson from Arrow and Malcolm Merlin, they're below. Adrian Chase is the number one villain for Arrow.
Oh, and we also can't forget Reverse Flash.
Yeah.
Not too.
It was me, Barry.
I preferred.
I jerk you off,
Matt
Barry.
Leitner.
It was me.
I preferred the other guy that plays Reverse Flash, not Tom. Not
Oh, it's Tom Cavanaugh. Yeah, I
Not
prefer
Cavanaugh.
him either. Yeah, I prefer the other one too. I mean, who else? I mean, we can go on about villains all day.
Yeah, I just had brought it up. One of these sharpshooter Ray, there you go. If you want to use the
There you
sharpshooter
go.
on officially using what is your everyone's top five villains, there you go. But look, Mr. CC, I did want to come back to the interview scene because I love that scene. It's so
Oh
early.
yeah.
It defines Clark, it defines Superman, it defines Lewis. I have a lot of thoughts on Lewis's role in that scene, but I do want to come back to you. I know we put a pin in it. What did you want to say
Yeah.
about that?
I mean, like you can tell by the chemistry of the two actors, they really know each other and they know these characters very well.
The
Clark.
scene where they kissed reminded me of You and Me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Rock
Yeah.
ruined and Family Guy ruined fucking the name Lois for me because anytime you would be like Lois, I would be like, fuck
You think of red hair, Peter.
Yeah, Peter Griffin was just in my head like Lois.
Peter.
But no, I mean, you can tell these two guys, the two actors know each other. Rachel, I can never say her last name. I always feel bad. Rachel Brosnahan. Brosnahan. Okay, cool. I said it right. And then David Cornsweet. They know each other very well, and they know these characters. Where they're able to play off these characters, and I think that's something that's great. And that scene too, where she's like, "Are you sure you're going to interview you?" It's a lot of past conversations that I think all of us have had, like with a significant other, like when they ask you tough questions that certainly you don't agree with, but they have a different opinion on it, and it causes this big old fight where you're like, "Why are you coming at me this way? I thought we were on the same team here." And that's what I felt like with Clark. And Clark's like, "Oh my God," you know what I mean? Like, just listen. Like, I'm doing something right. Please listen to me. You know what I mean? And he's like, I swear. And she's like, "No, there's certain things you have to go through to get to this point, and you just said no." And I think them having that such realism into that acting made me love that scene more. Because, like I said, we've all been there before with somebody else. And we're like, "What do you mean you don't understand?" You're like, "There's things you got to do," and you're like, "Oh." So I love their chemistry, and I'm a big Lois Lane fan. I'm a simp. Lois Lane on my screen, I'm instantly in. It's like that. I've been like that since I was a kid. On Smallville, I watched the animated series. Love Lois Lane. Any iteration of Superman and Lois, I will watch it. I'm like,
Brown.
yep. So I'm like, yep. Even Superman and Lois, when people gave her like a bad time, I believe they're like, "Oh, that's not Lois Lane." There are all these bad things to say about her. Like, dude, I think she's like drop dead, like gorgeous. I think she brings out Lois Lane in a different way. A lot of people don't, and especially when they're not Clark and Lois, she's Lois and Superman, which we don't get too much scenes about until the end. But even then, you can tell they have a connection with those, and you can. When Perry's like, "How long has that been going on?" By just walking past them, you're like, "Yep, these two know each other very well. They know these characters very well. They know how to play off of that." And that's something that I'm like, "Yep, I fuck with it." And I just love that scene too, where he's kind of like Miss Lane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I hate James Gunn.
Dang.
Whoa.
Oh,
I wanted to
Okay,
fucking
now I flipped the question.
to change
Now I flipped the question,
angle
Ray.
of him going like Miss Lane to just a side angle.
true.
I flipped the question, Ray. Are
That
you
was
sure you
different.
want this to be your tag team? Are you sure you want this to be your partner? A man who hates the gun?
I don't like guns.
Yeah, that's my guy right there. Sticking with them through and through.
You have a fun time editing the chess code because I didn't realize how long I had my hand up, and I got a bad farmer's hand going on here. Look at this. I'm like right here. Look at this shit.
Do you want me to fix it in post? Is that something that you want me to
Yeah, give me the Braun
recolor?
Breaker sign.
Yo, that man should be arrested. Shout out to KO, man. I love that podcast.
Such a good
Real
thought.
quick, I love that episode because they genuinely get drunk. Like you could just tell that
Talking shit about Matt Cardona.
God, Ryback, R.I.P. Ryback for the shit they talked about him. Ephraim, you know what breaks me about that scene is when Lois says, I knew this wasn't gonna work. And then you see Clark go, what do you mean by that? And then you see him like soften up.
Mm-hmm.
And that to me, we've all been there where you were fighting, and then we're like, wait a minute. Are we really about to end this because of this? Like, is this the thing that ends this relationship? And to me, that just that's just one of those human moments.
I think it hurt too when he's like, well, okay, well, I'm just gonna leave because we all have been like, okay, like, all right, this is where we're
Yeah.
at. Like, okay, that's what you said, cool. And we kind of we all felt the guy pain in that part. We're like,
Yeah.
okay.
That whole part just hit home for me, especially in my situation, because what Superman and Lois, when Superman does in an argument, is exactly what I did, and my past partner got like always upset that how like just gather myself and I'll just go storm off and just like cool off and just walk away. So as soon as Lois is like calling Clark out, I'm like, bro, stop.
Ref, stop it.
Look, I think the part too.
too.
But I think the part I relate to the most too, he's kind of like, oh my god, like that part, like like I'm not supposed to be getting yelled at because I'm doing the right thing, but I'm still getting yelled at and lectured about. You're like, oh my god, you know what I mean? That's the part I was like, I resonate with Clark because like I'm trying to do the good thing, I'm trying to be the nice guy, and you keep egging on like I'm the bad person here, which I know there's other factors, but oh my god, just listen for once. That's how I think he
You
felt.
just try and have a conversation, and to get your point across, you just start yelling because that's the only way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I've seen the take of Lewis being a bad journalist because she's in that scene, she's grilling him, not making him feel safe, not really listening, but just like on to the next thing I'm gonna grill you about. And how I've always interpreted that scene as like as if this movie I've lived with 10 years. It's only been like less than a week. But how I've thought about that scene is like one, she's sort of like knocking Superman down to size. You know, he starts off very like confident. He's like, oh, I know I'm media trained, I'm media savvy, I know what to do. And I felt like either one, she was either trying to prove a point of like, no, you're not. You don't even know how to say something's off the record. And two, she might be a little overcompensating a little bit of like trying to prove like, I'll never let this relationship get in the way of objectivism and truth and journalism and whatnot. So maybe she was just overcompensating a little bit. But I love that with all that subtext, it can also be relatable as we've all been bros. We've all been sad boyfriends trying to figure out what the fuck are we even arguing about, you know? Oh, yeah. So the way they play it, all these people were going to die. Like I love it. I love it. Also, real quick, I love that in the middle of this conversation, Ray still got time to send a post in the group chat from Stephanie back here.
I know you saw that too, right? Okay, cool.
Hey, she's coming to Houston. I'm just saying. I'm willing to.
But she's gonna be in. She might be in San Antonio. That's what I've been hearing. But
Hey Ray, I thought your wifey was Shakira. Are you
No,
saying that
look.
you're what happened to loyalty?
Hold up. Look.
He doesn't know that song by Kendrick Lamar and Rihanna.
Look. Listen here. Shakira's wife, Ria's mommy, and then Stephanie is Mamacita. Different tiers right there.
You realize that wife doesn't like correspond with the other two that you said, right?
Yes,
Well,
I
so
know.
one is the same word, but just in Spanish.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. My rules, my rules. Okay, okay.
I forget the part where you don't hold championship.
Look, I don't want to hear from you, cheater. All right.
Bro's just trying to start his own harem. Leave him alone.
Thank you. See, that's my partner right there.
That's gonna be my sharpshooter. All right, you got to pick 5 girls to be your harem.
Oh, wait, Ray is from Krypton, confirmed.
Superman.
One one last thing I want to mention before we
Yeah.
continue, my God.
Breathe, Chesco, breathe.
It's because you're damn harem, Ray.
Is the action. I just wanna real quick talk about the action of this movie, and then we can move on, or unless someone comes up with something. God damn. The flying sequences, the best flying sequences, I think, in the Superman movie. And then you
They
got,
fix his face.
I know. Yeah, I was like,
Did-
okay, good. We fixed the face.
Did
Good,
anybody
good.
else feel like they were flying with Superman at one part in the movie?
Yeah. I
I
think that was
know.
the point, though.
Yeah, I think the whole camera angle and the shaking and all that was like, damn, maybe I am flying with Superman.
The
That was
part I
pretty
enjoyed
cool.
the most was him rising from the smoke after saving that one lady in her car.
Dude.
Oh yeah,
That's what I'm
Had my
talking
shirt
about.
off in the theater.
Hey, yo, hold up. Wait a minute.
Jessica's like, woo! Take your panties off. That's what he did.
I'm pouring honey on myself.
Hey,
Guys,
yo,
we
hold
did it.
up. Wait a
Oh, wait.
minute.
Oh, actually, hold on. That
Broad
reminds me.
Chance, Robert Pattinson, David Cornsweet.
Yeah. Can we have a contest? We'll just stand. David Corn said Robert Pattinson. What I wanted to say was, have you guys seen that? You guys know RDC World?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Those are my,
So he did a skit recently of like, when the MCU puts like jokes everywhere,
Oh
and
yeah.
it's like, oh, everyone just died. Uh, guess I'll be showing up to a lot of funerals, and then like there's always like the joke is like there's always one guy in the theater that is the problem that justifies like the reason for that joke, and he just started ha ha, and it's like, bro, that's not even fun. So throughout this movie, I had that one guy like over a couple seats over to my left, and he's laughing at some bullshit. He's laughing at, yeah, like the Lex Luthor scene. He just killed an innocent man, and he's like, I wasn't expecting that to go easy, and it's okay for like a nice little, huh. But he gave us the ha 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 ha. I'm like, and then what pissed me off, the one that pissed me off, if I may, is where Superman, Lois Lane goes, you think everyone's beautiful and kind, and he says, maybe that's the real punk rock. And it's supposed to be this genuine moment. And granted, you can chuckle a little bit of like, look at this guy. He's so cynical me. Look at him so
horny,
earnest. Yeah. He gives it the fucking like full on hearty laugh. And I'm just like, I've never wanted to punch a man in the theater so badly, but I know that's just me. I know everyone enjoys the movie
Look,
however they
look.
can, but
Theater etiquette is gone, bro. It is non-existent, which sucks. Exactly. Like I
And
had
because
a
the Marvel
guy
fans ruin it. And also the Minecraft fans.
chicken jockey.
That's one movie I'm never gonna see because I just don't play Minecraft, guys. It's one thing I'm never gonna get into.
Bro,
I
I tried to
know.
pirate the movie. Let me not incriminate myself. I didn't say that.
You might want to cut that one
Censor,
out,
I'll censor.
Chesco.
I got
Just
you. Edit.
I didn't say that.
he puts it as the heading. Pirate movies.
I
What?
managed to watch an unfinished cut in the movie, and I don't know how I managed to watch it. It was just all a bunch of green screen and like pixels, and all the villagers were just all like. You ever seen how like in concepts in like 3D movies, like not an Avatar, but like Toy Story, how they showed behind the scenes. Like sometimes they
Yeah.
have no hair, or like they're like really like Play-Doh skin.
Ooh,
That's the
yeah.
version of the movie I watched. I don't know how. It was painful to watch. I just had to turn it off.
Jesus Christ.
Ooh,
That sounds terrible. That
horrible.
sounds
Yeah.
terrifying. Like nightmare fuel. So yeah, was there anything else that just comes to mind, you guys, before we start to transition into the next thing?
I think we covered it all. I mean, I think the overall was we loved it. We're wanting to see more from the DC, wanting to see more within this world of Superman, and just seeing what happens next.
I mean, like I said, the best part too about this movie is how wholesome everything felt. I felt like we had hope back into our lives. But I mean, I saw a quote on, I think, on my Instagram where it's like, "Yeah, I felt so great watching Superman. And the worst part of it is that I went into that theater thinking we have hope, and then we come back out and we see what's going on with the world now, and you're like,
Mm-hmm.
damn, where's our Superman? Where's our hope?" And that's something
That's what
that
I said.
was I was saying. I'm agreeing with you all
Yeah.
the way through, and I didn't think that's something that that hits home, and that's like, damn, that quote hits it right on the head. Like, yeah, I felt so great. Then I walked back out and I said, fuck.
Now, the
This
last
is
time
the
I felt
world.
this happy after watching something and thought about it for like an entire week was just WrestleMania 40.
Yo, facts. I could
Yeah.
attest. Yeah.
Yeah, pure what is it? Dopamine. Pure dopamine. This movie.
Adrenaline.
In my
In my
soul.
soul.
I
Hey,
have
shout out
adrenaline.
Dominic Mysterio.
I have adrenaline in myself.
Oh my God. Okay, we're gonna talk about AJ Styles. My God, I love that man so much. But before that, let's
Phenomenal
go
prayer.
a little. God, I love that feud, even though they haven't even like touched each other yet,
Hey,
We
and
gotta
not in the
speed
fun
up to
way.
Revolution and Saturday Night Main Event. We talked about Superman for an hour already.
Yeah, man. We might have to kind of zoom through this thing. Thank God we're not. Anyways, let me cut to it, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna transition into some wrestling because we had some beautiful, beautiful moments and one not so beautiful moment, but we'll get to that when or two non-beautiful moments that come to mind. But I want to talk about AEW All In, and ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about some cowboy shit, baby. Oh my God, wow. Hey man, like I said last week, I had my AEW pay-per-view
Cherry
cherry
pops.
popped, and my God, was it popped. It's over in Mars right now because God damn it, AEW, I'm all in. Pardon the pun. But yeah, the main event was great. I'm so on the Hangman Page train. Just so I know, who watched the All In here?
do clips count? Because I was not paying $60 to watch it.
I mean, you can watch it on Max, I believe.
I don't have Max.
I think it was a pay-per-view. You had to pay like 45, 50 for it.
It was like 60 on my end. I was like, I am not paying 60. But I saw clips. I was keeping up with it that night.
I watch it on TikTok with a streamer.
The
That's
tag
another one.
match between the Young Bucks and Swerve and Will Ospreay. Oh my God. I've never seen like I find it impossible, like the physics of like a human body to move the way that they were moving, like counteracting like a whole clothesline just like spinning around his arm. Was real
Yeah,
marvel to see Tony Storm get a mouthful of coochie.
should have been
What,
me.
what did she say at the press conference? Thank you for keeping your lips clean. The top
Yeah,
ones and
yeah.
the bottom ones. You're like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah, oh, that's another one. I'm so on the Tony Storm. I've always, since I've seen clips of her, I've been a fan, but great match. And that's just match one. My God. And I love what is the name of her finishing move?
Oh, was it the Storm Zero or the other
Scar
one?
whichever one she did off the top rope.
I'm trying to think of what it's called.
But you know the one I'm talking about. It's kind of like a pile driver a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's
Um,
the Storm Zero or the I really forgot what it's called.
yeah, you go into you from the kiss into the Storm Zero off the top rope. What a
Look,
finish.
there was a lot of Yuri moments, and to my anime fans, they know what that is. A lot of Yuri moments of girl just kissing girl in the match. So that was it was very interesting to watch, to say
Yeah.
the least. I was like, "Oh, okay, shit."
Yeah. Yeah. I want to talk about the main event if that arouses you guys as much as it did me.
Look, I
Uh
wish I had a cowboy hat, and I can join you on the cowboy shit train because I'm a big Hangman Adam Page fan. I think I told you this numerous times. I love
yes,
Hangman.
sir.
So him winning this championship, after the way his first reign ended and all the stuff that he went through, he worked his way back, and it's cool seeing him win that championship again, especially from the Death Riders, which have been very, very lackluster. Even though I do like the detail they did when he won the belt, they kept Brian Danielson's side plates on in that briefcase like they haven't touched, which I thought was super great.
Yeah. Yeah. Ray, I wanted to ask you real quick. Uh what do you think WrestleMania 40, they have the Avengers portals type thing. They did their own version of it. I want to start with you. What'd you think about comparing that to what happened at All In.
Or
The
he's like, "So I see you next time,
the
cowboy."
the Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z ass look with
Mm.
a yeah. Yeah, I think what stuck out to me was like they didn't WrestleMania 40 used the music cues of, oh shit, it's John Cena's theme music. Oh, it's main event Jey Uso. And then obviously the big moment from that match is the Undertaker's gong. And meanwhile, I think where this differed was that it made sure that it came in randomly and it made sure it was about the match, which I found interesting. Even what do you think about how they tackled the teammates coming in, bloodline rules idea of it all?
I mean, I think that's great. It brings a lot of stories together because once again, Darby won his match to be a contender for Bryan's championship. He gave it up because Moxley beat him, and he was gonna go climb Mount Everest, and then Daniel Bryan returning to take out Moxley because the Death Riders turned on him, took him out, took the title, and then Swerve getting screwed over by the Young Bucks because of that championship match with Moxley. So I mean, it looks like AEW is bringing more story elements into their matches and their bigger shows, which is all what's needed from them to be a good competition to WWE, especially right now with how their story is going and how confusing and how weird it's going on our end to what we believe. AEW is kind of being that cool ass alternative, the niche wrestling that people are like, holy shit. So I think it's cool seeing Darby return, help out Hangman. It gives him to. This is Hangman finishing his story, pretty much, is the way I'm looking at it as,
Yeah.
and Hangman doing what he needs to do. And I thought it was cool. I mean, shit. What else was out there? Swerve, Darby, Danielson. Am I missing anybody? Was Osprey out there? I think he was.
He was there in the towards the beginning. He got taken out right away
Yeah,
on a stretcher.
but yeah, like
Um,
Mina Shafir, and she got locked up by what's his name? By Prince Nana. I can never remember that dude's name.
I don't know. I'm still getting indoctrinated into AEW.
But like, having all that stuff too is kind of like, all right, I see the vision, I see where they're going. Now the Hangman will have this crazy baby face run. He's going to these new heights, these new areas. So I can't wait to see where they go on from here and who's next for Hangman Adam Page.
Yeah, man. Matt, did you watch All In?
I
Or
watched
at least
bits
like
and
the main
pieces,
event?
but I really had nothing else to too much to say. They all pretty much covered it. Sorry, I left. I had forgot I needed to finish my protein intake.
Hey man, you got to keep that figure nice.
He's
It
like,
helps.
Chesco's like, yeah, keep that figure nice for me, baby. You hear the way
Yeah,
he suck it? He dropped a little, yeah, he pulled up the Californian
210
accent
grams a
accent.
day. It hurts.
What hurts?
No.
210 grams a day of
Oh,
protein.
that sounds uncomfortable after a while. A
Yeah,
lot
I
of
mean,
protein, yeah.
you're supposed to like eat as much like 1 gram of protein per like body weight per pound. And so by the end of this, I should be 210 pounds. Just fucking
Juice, bro.
That's my partner.
Hey, love wins, love wins. What I want to say, I think that's all I want to say. Okada Omega was great. Um,
Oh yeah, that's a good ass match. Was it the right winner though, in your eyes, Chesco?
I was surprised. I was surprised that they gave Okada such a definitive win, very clean. But you know what? I think so, especially if you're having the element of Okada being the heel and him and I don't know the name. It's blanking on me the name of his manager that
Oh,
helped him
Don
out.
Callis. Don Callis.
Yeah, yeah. So I think, if it's setting up for a second match, it works perfectly fine. I think it did just surprise me, like, wow, it happened so Definitively. Okay. The near fall with Okada or yeah, Okada's manager pulling the ref, that got me. Not gonna lie. That shit got me.
Now, the one thing I do want to talk about, and I want to give like a 10-bell salute or a moment of silence for Mr.
Mm.
Adam Cole, Bay, as y'all came to see if y'all watched AEW. One of, I think me, I used to call him the modern day Shawn Michaels, besides Seth
Mm.
Rollins. He was on
Wow.
par with Seth. You ever watched their match back on Monday Night Raw when they NXT invaded? Adam Cole and Seth Rollins put on a hell of a match, and and his whole NXT run was great. So he was really one of my favorites at the time. So it was kind of sad seeing him not hang up the boots, but go away for a little bit and relinquishing the TNT title. And it was crazy to see because he's been dealing with a lot of injuries since he arrived in that company. Now they said it's a concussion. He said it's health. I think it's the same thing, but you never know what it is. So, biggest Adam Cole fan here, baby. So it sucks to say that he's gonna be gone for a while. Yeah,
Yeah. My gosh, Seth Rollins versus Adam Cole. That must have been a banger. I'll have
and
to check
and
that
then he
out.
also wrestled Daniel Bryan on SmackDown that same week, I believe, or maybe it
Wow.
was
Was
like the
it
week
before or after the first leg injury for Seth?
second, the first leg injury, or actually no, second.
To cope with Adam Cole and not cope. He
Going
he
back.
took way too long to come to the like. I'm not usually the type to nitpick about this kind of stuff. It's all fun and games for me, but it is just crazy that your friend is about to get concertoed and you do a whole intro.
He's
You
doing the
go up to the
whole
crowd, you do the pyro. The
Yeah,
pyro was a bit
orange
too
farm.
much. Penta was and Jeff Hardy. It's cool because you just do a quick little dance and then you go. But this man posed for the pyro and then said, "All right, yeah."
What?
And to me, the worst part of that whole AEW show, at least the bit that I watched, I came in at like the halfway point, was the line being, "Go find yourself." I think we could have done a second draft, a little revision of that segment, but that's just me.
I would just look at him like, figure it out, throw the mic at him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, well, you mentioned in talking about Adam Cole, you also
Bang
mentioned
bang.
Seth Rollins, and
That's
transitioning into Saturday
yeah.
night's main event. Unfortunately, this is the worst segue in the world because I hate it for both of these guys. But on Saturday night's main event, literally right after you tune in from All In into Saturday night's main event, the very next match was Seth Rollins versus LA Knight. And in doing a moonsault, Seth Rollins lands, his knee buckles, doesn't look great. Um, yeah, yeah, tough week for two Shawn Michaels proteges. What do we think? Any thoughts and prayers for Seth Rollins?
Man,
Um,
this
go ahead,
this
Ray.
was this was like one of those things where when you at first when you see it, you're like, no, he's selling. And then like when they literally have to stop, it's like, dude, no way. And just right when, the function was starting to come together and all that great stuff, it's like now we're gonna have to take a seat, sit back. I think he revealed today that his knee was still swollen, so they couldn't really confirm what it was, and it's like that's not a good sign. It's gonna probably, I don't want to say like an ACL type injury or like a bad injury that's going to affect him until, we see him next year. And even Paul Heyman talked about it, how he could cash in, I think, until June. So unless he could have a speedy recovery with that rehab, obviously it sucks because he was starting to kind of evolve into that function, but just horrible. Now we're kind of in the midst of what does this function do? Like now their leader is gone.
The function or
And
faction?
I say
didn't
both.
I didn't want to say
Oh
it,
shoot.
but someone was, so I was just gonna leave it up to y'all. But yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And also, I remember Seth had an interview where he talked about like I never felt like the guy, and I really felt like WWE was giving him the keys to be like, all right, you're gonna be the top heel, for this new era of WWE, and this happened. So
But what
I think he
sucks,
returned to SummerSlam. I think
you
they're
think
playing
so?
it up a little high. I think they're playing up the injury a little too high. I think they're playing it a little more than what it is.
I like I also believe it's secretly believe it's a work, but I also want to give it the respect it deserves if it is real. But
I believe the injury is real, that he did hurt himself, but I didn't think it's to this extent because his reaction time during the injury seemed pretty real. Like he said that he felt it, or like he messed up his knee once he hit that moonsault and like landed. But if you look back, it looked like it started whenever he hit the first one, when he went to the ropes first, and like something on his leg seemed off, and then when he did the backflip, that's when it just like full on just like messed up.
I think too the hardest part too is that what he was saying in the interview too is that it was the same knee. What he
from
hurt
WrestleMania.
From Mania, because I thought he said 2015 where he hurt it against Kane.
Oh, that's what I thought it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I heard it was from like the knees from Mania. So that's what
if it's the same knee for all three.
Yeah, because that's crazy. Because like I remember that because I think he tore his MCL and ACL when he did that. He tried to pick up Kane, throw him to the table, where he tried to land it. And he, like I said, it sucks because he was the top guy on that era, that time of 2015, when he was holding the belt, and he gets hurt. And then now that he's about to be the top guy again, the same injury happens to the same knee. So it's kind of sad to say that, when he has to leave, because I think all our plans and our prediction was Seth cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase on Cody Rhodes after he beat John Cena.
I mean, he seems. He says he's always just trying to make it to Mania at least, but this kind of screws up a whole bunch of things. I mean, at least it gives Braun and Bronson the time to shine, but they're definitely going to introduce that fourth member. And what does War Games look like now?
Yeah, because
we spent all of a lot of last week being like, oh, it's Team Seth, and now just like that. That's wrestling, baby. Like
it's gonna be the TNA Takeover War Games confirmed.
Nah, shoot, I don't even know. Like, it's gonna be crazy because who's that? Yeah, it's a good pivot. Just who would be that top heel team for Team TNA? Because I'm pretty sure, unless they run both baby faces.
I think they will run both faces. They're just gonna do the faces of TNA. It's gonna be like Joe Hendry, Nick Nemeth,
the Hardys, maybe.
Maybe
it could be the Hardys too, or they could just get Matt Cardona just to have that team.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking for Matt's name. Just call him Matt Cardona and put like an apostrophe and then an A, so we don't get copyrighted for Matt Cardona himself.
True. Yeah, because I know the system just went and attacked. I think it was.
If we're comparing me to Matt Cardona and they're gonna have that in my name, you might as well just have my name just have written over, just have Chelsea's husband.
Ooh.
Hey, Chelsea doing the Bella Twin low dance. I was like, all right, yeah, okay.
Well, you can look, but you can't touch.
My glasses are fogging up just thinking about it right now. Give me a second.
Hold on, sorry, I'm doing something. There you go.
He's gonna type it up.
There you go.
You have to get rid of Iron Man Matt to make it more.
What you can't be both?
Because you could barely see the thing. You just see Chelsea's.
Oh, can you guys not see? I can see everything.
I can see Chelsea's husbando. What did I see right there?
Husbando.
On my end, it just says Chelsea's.
Always ready.
There it goes. Like when you talk in your full screen, then it pops up.
Oh,
right. You just don't like your tag team partner. Just say it.
No. That's my homie. That is my tag team partner right there.
Just, and you know what? I don't feel that wise, man. I feel like he's gonna raise complaining.
Wait, why are you wearing a hat again? Is there something wrong with your hair?
He's going bald.
We gotta take a trip to the barbershop soon.
You know it. But let's get down to talking about what's going on with
Sorry,
wait, we didn't even get to Goldberg.
Man, we're gonna cut him off too.
No, we completely skipped over the whole Jelly Roll, the Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
We're about to be very negative for the next couple minutes.
This is our heel turn right here.
Yeah. Shout out. Hold on, I'll just get out the way just because this is it's just a joke. I want to get out the way. Shout out to Bret Hart for being on production during the last bit of Goldberg's speech. Shout out to that.
In the words of Bret Hart, he wanted to cut it off sooner.
But yeah, so yeah, Jelly Roll, RK Roll, I think is what they're
RKO.
going with.
Oh my god.
It was funny because that was the first thing I saw once I go from this
All
amazing,
in.
beautiful moment of Adam Hangman Page. We didn't mention it, but like the look he gives before he opens up the briefcase was just perfection, emoting beautifully. And then I go from that to a highlight. It was a replay of Jelly Roll getting claymored by Drew McIntyre. I was like, what is that how I believe that's how it went down?
Basically, yeah.
I'm just like, all right, okay, no, for sure. So yeah, what do we think about RK Roll versus Drew
I
McIntyre and Logan Paul at SummerSlam?
look. I
I'm
want
That's
pissed
an important
because
part.
now that Texas now you're taking up 3 main eventers in one spot in one match. You have Logan, Drew, and Randy all in one match when they're all main eventers. When they all could have, Randy could have been inserted into the triple threat of Cena and Cody.
honestly, I just want to hear Matt's opinion on it because that's the only opinion that I need to hear on it because it's dumb, and I
Well, you
agree
just
with everything that Matt says. It makes much sense to me. So that's all I gotta say about it. It's dumb. Don't get me wrong. I like Logan Paul, but the whole Jelly Roll stuff and Randy and Drew, nah, it's not needed.
Say that after we see Jelly Roll just pull off a moonsault out of nowhere.
We're gonna be like, oh shit.
I mean, I think tonight they're supposed to be on. Is it Fallon? They're supposed to Jelly Roll and Randy. They're supposed to
I thought he was gonna
host
say
it.
R. Kelly. I was like, oh my god,
Oh,
Ray.
oh no, no, no. Nah, but I mean, I kind of agree. I think it's one of those things where it's like 3 main eventers that it could have easily been Logan versus Jelly Roll. Just straight simple. Even if it was that, I would have been like,
But
Can carry Jelly Roll through a match?
yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think Logan can carry at
well,
all. Like,
supposedly that he's been working also in the ring, but it's like I kind of see y'all's point. Yeah, I don't know. I just it's like really like
look,
I
we
don't
Crazy
saw,
know.
how Jelly Roll can pick it up faster than Travis.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Travis Scott gets all the
Yeah.
hate he deserves. That's all I'm gonna say. That's my opinions on Travis Scott. Stay out of my business. Go over there. Do your
But that's what.
Cactus Jack stuff.
But see,
Tom
like.
Collins on the Jackboy album go fire though. I'll give him that.
But like, see, this is
Who
what's
said
kind
that? That's
of
Matt. Who said that?
it's what's kind of killing WWE right now is the mainstream, and we've talked about it before. Like, yes, celebrities have always been with WWE and fights or whatever, but it's like, dude, we don't need to see this. Like, this could have easily been on something else random. It could have been on a Saturday night for all I care about. Like,
Whoa, buddy. That's a real legitimate pay-per-view. You can't disrespect Saturday Night Main Event like
shut up, shut up. No, but it's
Well,
like
actually, you should have pushed up your glasses as you said that.
Actually,
but it's
she's
just
very beautiful to me.
It
talk
depends
to
how they
me.
treat SummerSlam though. Because are we getting like a 4 to 5 match SummerSlam, or are we getting like a WrestleMania type SummerSlam with like 7 matches per night? Because that should give a lot of the talent and a lot of storylines push forward.
Ephraim has said this is gonna be like their version of WrestleMania, and if that's the case, then it's like, what's the point of it? Like this fight, it's not gonna continue after.
I
No point.
I feel like I think we're like 3 weeks away from SummerSlam, I believe, or 4.
I think so. 3. I think it's 3.
So the build hasn't. It's starting to form. We have Cena, we have Cody, we have the women's triple threat match with Naomi, Rhea,
3.
and Io, and then who else am I missing here? Which one?
Jade versus Tiffany.
Jay versus Tiffany, and then so we're like, okay, there's our build a little bit. Now, it's crazy to see because we're like, okay, is this?
Lyra and Becky too.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Lyra
yeah.
and Becky. Yeah.
AJ and Donaldson. Yeah, we're getting quite a few matches.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I think it's not a bad build. I'm glad they're doing it now than later because I hate when they take a week build for matches. I think it's the most dumbest thing ever because, like I said, like we talk about James Gunn Superman, it needs to have story builds. It needs to build these rivalries. So
You got that post too.
oh yeah,
Which I
Gunther and
think-
Punk. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we got one night's worth of matches already set. So
Oh,
far.
and we probably might get Braun versus Roman and Jay. Another
Yeah.
tag team match, which I'm getting tired of all these damn tag team matches.
It's
But
the
I think
business
the
to get
push to
trusted.
lead us forward, I think we can all state Jimmy Uso knows how to wrestle. It was a good match against Solo. And then we
Yeah.
could finish it off with the whole Goldberg match to end off Saturday main event.
And those Jimmy Uso is a bona fide stud in the ring. A lot of people think he wrestles like his brother, which that's not the question at all. I think Jimmy Uso is a great wrestler. He does more movesets of,
His
all
War Game set.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like he should have started off that War Games match, but of course they're gonna put the Yeet Man first because he's the most popular one. But
Yeah, we got two D1 Jey Uso haters in the spot.
so I'm like, damn. But Jimmy Uso wrestles like this. Wrestles pretty good, and I saw that small and splash where he catches them, like really shades of Umaga. Growing up watching that, seeing that shit was pretty cool. But like he was saying, the War Games is Jimmy Uso's a great wrestler, and I just don't like people putting him like his brother. Just do the whole Yeet thing. No, he's his own different persona. Like let them be separate. Let them be away from each other. Do I want to see him tag team? Yes. But I like people who have mixed opinions about the whole Solo and Jacob Fatu thing. I like this little storyline going on.
Yeah,
So,
I
like,
mean,
it's a B plot right now on the show, but it's carrying SmackDown for me. I like it.
Jimmy Uso got to get a singles title soon. He's the only one in his family and nothing yet.
yeah.
Yep. And that's all we need. I'm going to be rooting for that man all the way through, no matter what.
I remember when they were kind of hyping him up when I think LA Knight had gotten it, and then of course Shinsuke won. And it was like, bro, Jimmy was right there. You could have used him at least. Shinsuke, I can't remember outside of LA Knight who he had a feud with.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Basically, like that's what happened. It was like, come on, man.
Stan Shinsuke to AEW, have him. Okada versus Nakamura, Omega versus Nakamura, Osprey versus Nakamura. Just,
The king of
Now he's in
stuff.
catering. We're not gonna see him again.
I'll tell you what, one of my, just while we're on the topic of Jacob Fatu, my big fear with him is something that is a problem. I think Matt was mentioning this, is just like how much the WWE has a tendency to like completely narrow down a wrestler to like one thing. Like for example, Yeet Man, Jey Uso, you got
Mom is
Braun.
always on top because I'm real bloody Ripley.
Yeah, Braun Breaker, just like I think I mentioned, he just does sick ass spears and then like to the
Very good.
point where sometimes he like seems like illiterate, like he doesn't know, even though he
What do you mean?
Jerry.
What do you mean?
no,
Well,
not Ray, not Ray.
Like, whoa,
right,
hold on.
I mean, that's true too, but
like to the point where Braun just feels like he just feels like all he can do is bark, when meanwhile like he cut a great Steiner Math promo, I
his
think
NXT
last
days,
SummerSlam
his
or
NXT days
Mania.
were great too. Like he can
Yeah,
cut
he
a
can spit.
promo.
He can go on the mic. And then Jacob Fatu, he's slowly they're starting to kind of take the easy route in terms of like, I remember Jimmy said something to him and then he just went straight into the, you got to get in, how you
Where
fit
you
in.
fit in.
And
Yeah,
granted,
I mean,
it's fucking so Bay Area, and you all know me, I'm from the Bay, so I love it. Yada I mean, like that is so like Vallejo, but I do worry, like I do wish that we not just Jacob Fatu, but just like a lot of these different characters we're getting. I wish they would sort of broaden them out, develop them more, give them a little bit more of a broader character. But whatever. That's just a little gripe.
Characters in wrestling should evolve into another ones. And that's why I think Seth, Becky, Cody, like all these top stars are top stars for a reason. Like they evolve their characters. It's not just Yeet Man 24/7. Yeet, 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 yeet. It gets kind of stale. It gets kind of annoying. Like I even felt like Rhea is getting a little bit stale, and I'm a big Rhea Ripley fan. Y'all know this. I love Rhea.
yeah.
But even she got stale once in a while. Like Becky was doing the same thing when she was the man all the way through. I'm the man, and then she evolved to big time backs, which wasn't bad, but it was something
I'm
different.
gonna take that route too. Her proceed with caution thing to keep moving forward.
Yeah, so like
Just getting there. Yeah.
all this
Tippy
stuff,
time.
like characters need to evolve, and I think Triple H just doesn't know where to go after that. He likes, like he said, they narrow it down to one thing 24/7 because it sells merch. But seeing this
Thanks,
character,
TKO.
I got good merch.
yeah, not even great merch either, and that's what I've been noticing too. I've been buying retro merch.
Yo,
from the shop.
The shirts John Cena has for San Antonio, I think, are my favorite from
But
the.
that gets to my point, Ray. That gets to my point. Cena's character has evolved from the heel that we got
Yep.
when he first turned to what he is now. It changes. That's what makes a great wrestler's character. Is that you're
Yeah.
evolving your character as your story arc goes. You're not going to be the same when you first started, because at some point you're going to turn into this new character, this new, how Pokemon evolve, different stuff. Like it's crazy to see that some wrestlers don't pick it up. Well, I don't want to say wrestlers. The writers don't pick that up just yet. I need to. Who's gonna sign my applications from? Send me to WWE. Let me go do it real quick.
Maybe.
I'll do the node recommendation, or like the, what is it called when you need a reference?
The reference, yeah.
I can be a reference, yeah. Because I mean, all four of it, honestly, if the WWE would be ballsy enough, if they weren't I'm not gonna use
TKO's
that word.
bitch.
Okay.
Oh.
And
I
if they
said
let
it.
us, I see, that's why we complete each other, champ. If they let us do our thing, my God, WWE would be the greatest company in the world. But alas, thanks TKO.
Oh, look at this. Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul crashed the Jimmy Kimmel show with Jelly Roll and Randy.
Yeah.
Just happened
I was
right
hoping
now.
something was going to happen, like a brawl or something, because that's what they used to do back in the day in the time they were
Yeah.
on talk shows.
But
Yeah,
Jimmy Kimmel through a table.
I
Nah,
know. I was
he's
like,
out.
please let the Claymore be on Jimmy.
So far it was just Randy and Drew going at it, and then Jelly Roll just by himself.
In the corner in the coach chair.
He's like, also, real quick, I did want to just say this. I just wanted to verbalize this. Just put this out in the universe, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre in a show hosted by Cardi B.
Oh dang!
Oh my God, I forgot that.
Yeah.
Jelly Roll just hit a choke slam on Logan, put him through a table.
Oh God.
Hey yo, hold up. Maybe we were wrong. Maybe we were wrong.
No, we're right. We're not excited for this match.
Let's not. Yeah. Usually I'd let Ray off on these when he says this type of stuff, but I'm not. Let's transition into what was that?
Goldberg.
Goldberg not liking his final match.
He don't deserve it. He complains.
This is exactly what he deserved. I'm cool with it. Like, I'm just gotta.
Look, I don't understand why he's always like, I deserve this and they owe
Because
me
he went to
this.
sleep.
I'm like, Goldberg, it's not 2003 no more, not the pop anymore for us. Like, leave
But
it
Gunther
alone.
did some magic. Gunther did some magic already by carrying him through a 15-minute match.
Gunther
Yeah.
carried them. And then I know he said that he didn't mean to do it, but, he didn't sell that chop, which kind of like hurts Gunther's chop immensely to Gunther's character because it's already been damaged by the Yeet Man himself. Ray's like, leave Jey Uso alone.
I know. First you
Leave him
hate
alone.
Ray, then you hate Jay. Bro, what the heck?
Next, you're gonna hate Beyonce? Don't you dare, champ. Don't you dare hate on Beyonce.
Ooh, I got a lot to say about Beyonce.
I'll let a lot of things go.
We'll move on. We'll move
I'll
on.
let a lot of things slide. I'm not gonna let any Cowboy Carter, any.
I'm not a Beyonce fan. I'm just gonna say it.
Moving on to Evolution. Moving on to Evolution. Gunther.
Matt, do you agree with me on that Beyonce thing? Thank you.
No, we're moving on. We're moving on to Evolution.
See what happens when he wears the hat?
We're moving on to Evolution because what a banger of a card. We had damn near, I believe it on Cage Match, I think, for whatever it's worth to you guys. Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky with a Money in the Bank cash in was the highest rated women's match in WWE history. So take that for what it is. Yeah, what'd you guys think of Evolution?
Better than
was
WrestleMania.
taking over the banger triple threat that Lyra, Bailey, and Becky put on. That smooth
triple.
criminal trend. And even knows how I don't like triple threats because the whole thing. And it had some other stuff that I didn't like in there. But overall, it was a good match. Like, it had the whole switching between the two. One of them taking a rest on the floor. But
yeah, I think all three of them had chemistry. Like, it was really good. I was saying like it was on par with the WrestleMania match for Bianca, Io, and Rhea. And then like I was this close to saying I have a feeling that it's pretty close to WrestleMania with Orton, Angle and Mysterio when Mysterio won the world title. That was a great triple threat in my opinion too. So I highly recommend those 3 triple threat matches to be like the top pinnacle. So
I mean, all the ladies, they all had a pop off. They all know they had to steal their show with the amount of like low ticket sales and all the eyes that were on this weekend for Saturday's main event, and then also All In. That they all had something that they wanted to prove. I mean, even then, I didn't think Trish Stratus and Tiffy had that much good chemistry, but they had very much good chemistry in that match.
Yeah.
Big time. Yeah.
I think too. I've been saying this. I'm a big advocate for women's wrestling since I started watching wrestling, and ever since the NXT days, I saw Sasha versus Bailey. That was a golden match for I think anybody. So
Okay.
I've been saying it for a while. The women can put on a show, just give them the opportunity, and everybody's been saying that for a while. But those Rhea, Io, the women's battle royal, everything was just solid to a T.
Fantastic, yeah.
It was a great show. To me, it's better than night 2 of WrestleMania.
Big time. Big time. Yep.
Maybe even night 1.
It's better than both nights to me.
Yeah.
And then Stephanie winning the battle royal.
Yeah. Wait, so a question for Ray.
Me?
You sexy lips. That's gonna be my new nickname for you, San Antonio Romeo, sexy lips. So if Shakira's your wife,
Ooh.
Rhea's your mommy, and who was it that was your mamacita?
Stephanie.
Oh, Stephanie is your mamacita? Okay, I
Yeah,
forgot.
you
I was
know.
gonna ask where is she in this harem of yours, but
I think he thought your
My
mama
bad, my
Sita was
bad.
Lola Vice, probably.
No, unfortunately, Stephanie has always been the mamacita.
Unfortunately, wait a minute.
Whoa.
I'm saying unfortunately, like
You're gonna get a
no.
very angry text from Stephanie tonight after
My bad.
when
my
this show
bad.
goes on.
It's gonna be a very angry Spanish text.
Big time.
Oof.
Ray's like, don't threaten me with a good time.
I know. Yeah, I was gonna say Ray, she's gonna hit you with her finisher. I'm like, I mean,
You know, I can't complain. I'm not gonna complain.
Ray's just like that.
Oh no! Oh, fine.
Please don't do it.
Yeah.
Wait, what's that TikTok where the guy's like, when you see my my wife beating me up and don't come for help, I'm not asking for it. And he turns around and smiles at the camera.
Yeah.
Low
God,
key,
also-
the battle royal and the ending of Evolution with the whole cash in. I was waiting to hear Paige's music. I was waiting to hear that band.
Also, no, go ahead, Mr. CC champ.
I don't want to keep cutting you off, but too, I felt like what we did with Multiverse of Madness, I didn't want to get my hopes up. So I was kind of happy of it just not wanting Paige or AJ Lee return and made it so much better just to watch what it was.
For AJ Lee. Not till SummerSlam. After SummerSlam, if she doesn't appear, she's never coming back.
Yeah.
That was
I feel like the best we're gonna get from AJ Lee is like her in the stands, and they're like, "Oh, look, she's here."
She's just clapping. She's like, "Go, my man, go."
It'd be active. No, I think it would be CM Punk's final matches where like she'll appear in the crowd and like kiss him, or CM Punk's Hall of Fame match, Hall of Fame introduction. Maybe she'll.
Oh yeah.
Wow, we're already going there with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna cry. I cried hard at Edge's retirement the first time, so shit, I don't know how
CM Punk hasn't got that long. He has like maybe a year or two.
God, I don't say that. Don't say that.
Where we have Cena leaving, we don't need this.
Hear no evil, see no evil.
We're having a full year of Styles for the last year.
I know.
And then after that, probably Punk. It's gonna be the consistent retirements. It'll probably be
Cena,
AJ Styles next year.
Yeah.
Then probably Ray or Punk.
I feel like Roman is going to be there eventually soon.
I want Rey Mysterio off my screen. I'm tired of seeing Rey Mysterio.
Depends how the Hollywood run goes.
I'm tired of all these damn Rays. Ray Phoenix, Rey Mysterio.
Tired of this, all right? I'm tired of the hate. I'm tired of this hate right here.
I would kiss all of those Rays. I think I haven't seen Ray Phoenix's face, but I'm talked to death about Ray Carter's lips. But
anyways,
with that being said, transitioning off that very normal statement.
What else was on the Illumination card that we got to cover? Just
we had Big Mama Pump.
Oh, Jordan, yeah.
We also had Jade and Naomi, so let's not forget that match. But
Yes.
what it leads
So
to is.
Ruka popped off.
And then the Judgment Day retaining.
Oh yeah, that tag team match was great. Charlotte popped, by the way.
Surprised at that. Big time. Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Uh,
whoa, 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 whoa.
Sorry, but it makes well
BBG.
because it's with Alexa.
Yeah.
Alexa is a very popular wrestler, and she's gonna get that pop because of. But I was surprised how loud it was for Charlotte. But I want to talk about the MVP of this past week. After we get to the card, is So Ruka.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So Ruka has been the MVP, and I think all four of us are fans of her, of everything she's been doing, especially with her
Yep.
new designer belt, which I'm heavily thinking about buying instead of my San Antonio Fiesta belt that I really want. I might just buy the
Did you
shirt.
see people comparing her to her basically being like Io Sky and Jeff Hardy, like merged into one?
I haven't
Yo.
seen that, but shit,
I
that's a
love
good
that.
comparison.
Wow.
That's a good
Yeah.
comparison. Yeah.
Oh,
But,
that's
like,
great. One of the best
that's-
finishers in the game right now.
And she
Big
killed it on
time.
SmackDown with that the Soul Snatcher to Roxanne and Alexa. Man, I just can't wait for her to be on that main roster. And look, we can't discredit Zarya too. Zarya is a
Yeah.
stud too in that ring. She can go with anybody. So, like I said, I like big beefy women on my screen. So that's all I'm seeing.
I'm honestly surprised that this partnership has lasted this long.
Yeah, it's surprising,
Mm.
especially how quickly they turn on each other in NXT.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice seeing it drag out a little bit and see who's gonna. I'll be shocked if I mean, of course, they're gonna run Soul as the face and Zarya as the heel.
Yep.
But when that turn happens, it's gonna be crazy.
Big
She's
time.
gonna take out the main roster whenever she gets called up, just with their modern style.
Look, I think a good thing too, since we're getting kind of Rhea fatigue in this World Championship picture, just send her to SmackDown. I've been saying this from the start. Send her ass to
Not just
SmackDown.
her. The Judgment Day too. They're desperately in need of a new scenery. They've been on Raw
Yeah.
too long.
Yeah, just send their ass back to SmackDown. They all need it. I need Damian back to Raw after the Aleister Black feud. Damian just doesn't fit the SmackDown brand. That's just me. He's just kind of back burner right now. So send him back to Raw. I think he's a world champion guy. Just not I hate to say this, but a WWE championship dude. You know what I mean? I just don't see him going for that title.
I think Gunther needs to go back to SmackDown.
Yeah. I think those. I don't know. I like the idea of having those titles switch for a couple because that big gold belt belongs on the blue brand.
Mm-hmm.
This is how it
always
is. Since,
has.
yeah, it's just that's SmackDown's belt. That's always been SmackDown's
Yeah.
belt. Taker's carried it. Punk's carried it. Edge has carried it. Batista, like
Triple H.
Like all these guys. That's the world title right there. It belongs on SmackDown.
That'll be a great sharpshooter question
That'd
at
be
some
the only
point.
belt I ever would buy if I were to buy a belt. Just the big gold belt. My
Big
favorite.
Goldie. Yeah. And, since we're talking about Cell Rico, let's talk about Big Mama Punk, Jordan Grace, and JC Jane right here. And the heel turn of the century, I want to say, or the glamorous heel turn is the best way to put it, of Blake Monroe.
Can I say my bit now?
Oh, yeah, what was your bit?
Tiffany Stratton, we're good. Blake Monroe's here.
He was ready.
That's
As
really
soon
all
as the
I wanted to say.
As
Yeah.
soon as the podcast started, that's what he had in the back of his mind.
That's true. I've been waiting all this Superman talk, AEW. I've really just been waiting for an
this
hour and a
moment.
half to say that bit. But yeah, sorry, as you were saying.
I mean, I think it was a solid match between JC. I hate that whole, she's the most beatable NXT champion, but it feeds into her character because it makes her want to be better and wants her to be you want her to retain a little bit more, but you also want her to get beat because she's so what's it so bad for you to be NXT champion? She's like, I'm best and you should know I'm the best. That's a great heel, and she's not catering to these fans. She doesn't care what they think. And she's just like, I'm here to win this championship, hold on to it, no matter the cost. Kind of like the slithery champion we want a lot of our heels to be. I think she plays that very well. So I'm liking her NXT title reign. I wish Jordan Grace won it, but I don't think she's due for an NXT title anytime soon. I think she's due for a main roster call-up. So she'll probably put Blake Monroe over for a couple matches. have our NXT match one more time and then lose to who the champion is at the time. Maybe it's still JC. But
the draft's happening after SummerSlam, so
yeah, so I don't
you
see
go.
her. I don't see her winning that title. I think she's going straight to SmackDown after the Monroe feud. But it's a solid match. That heel turn was kind of expected. We all kind of were like, "Oh shit," a little bit, but we weren't like, "Oh shit, it's gonna happen now."
Yeah. Because I think they just barely paired up like that
Yeah.
week. And so I was like, oh, okay, it's gonna be whatever. No, it was not. No, it was not.
Let's get into was that all the cards or all the matches on the card? I believe so.
Are
Believe
we
so.
gonna cover
No, the Battle Royal.
no our belts, there's a situation going on with them.
Oh
Funny
yeah.
you ask. Funny you ask, Ray Carter. Funny you ask. Up on the screen right now is the results of our Evolution and Saturday night's main event picks. As you can see, I don't know. I said this to the fellas right before we started recording. I think this is really just indicative of kind of how weird the WWE storytelling is right now because we all got one thing wrong. Every single across the board got obviously Naomi cashed in. So, we all didn't predict that, which was great moment. But then all of us got every single match right. So I was like, okay, well, there you go. So yeah,
It's all because of Champ. The Champ helped y'all.
Okay, all right.
we're all feeding off. We're all just being carried by you, champ. We all know that. Every single one of us knows that.
Heck no. No, nobody knows that.
Look at Lex Luthor over here being the ultimate hater.
I know. I'm just waiting for him to scream. Oh,
Warning.
one Ray.
was
So
that
obviously,
when I asked the waiter for my favorite steak sauce, but I'm dyslexic.
oh, I love that.
He said, "Warning."
You had a 50-50 shot. So look, guys, it looks like we're still tied. We don't have 4 belts. A tag team title is not 4 belts, and so what do we do?
I think the best way to do this,
titles like how they did in WrestleMania 40.
I think what we should do is just, I'm already a champion, so we should just give the belts to me and the wise man.
I like that.
Heck no.
What do y'all think?
Heck no.
I'm here for it. I raise my hand.
No.
We gonna get him fair. We're gonna hit him with the 1, 2, 3. We gonna hit you with a Jeopardy tag team match next week.
So tag team match next week. And what's this challenge that you guys want to put on the champ and the wise man? What are we doing to sell these tag team titles?
I mean, it wasn't the name when I said Jeopardy tag team match.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about. That's my partner right there.
See, I couldn't hear because he's so far away, and I have my headphones in. They're very good, but I couldn't hear anything he said.
But
no,
you heard what I said.
Static in your ears. It's okay if you need to hear
I couldn't hear Matt because I just kept hearing a lot of choking on Ray's audio.
Look here, all right.
I just heard a lot of gargling over there. I couldn't hear what Matt. What'd you say again?
What, wise man? You know what? Because they're so championship hungry, we'll give them the opportunity. We'll let them. We'll do the Jeopardy match. We'll do whatever they want to do. We're in our home field. We're the champions already, wise man. I just want to give you some a title to for being so loyal to me. I want to give you that championship. But we'll do what we got to do.
Appreciate that, champ.
Actually,
I guess.
Ephraim, hold up.
It's not Ephraim.
Hold up. No. Ephraim. Hold up. So far, there's only 3 of us that are actually at our home place. Chesco, I mean, that bro ain't here. He on the other side.
I am home. I am on my home.
He's at home with the presence of the champ.
I don't think that works, Ray. I don't think that works. You can revise that. I'll give you a chance to revise that sentence.
Look, I'm just saying, me and Matt really have home field advantage. So do you, Ephraim. I mean, we all live at the same place. This bro's over. I don't even know where he's at now.
Who is that? What was that about home field advantage? Sorry, I had to.
We're gonna be
And I
talking heavy on SmackDown next week since three of us are going to SmackDown this Friday.
True.
I don't think Ray's going anymore, is he?
Yeah, no, unfortunately I can't.
He
You're
said,
not
"Fuck
seeing
us."
Cena for the final time?
I met
Damn.
him. I met him. He's good.
You met him, yeah.
he's he's
He's another picture for him to whip out and show on camera.
I
hey
mean,
they're,
this man
they're
hit the word live with him. That's pretty baller.
hey Ray, they're selling like
That's it,
$50
bud.
seats. I mean $50 tickets on Facebook Marketplace for like nosebleeds.
I don't even know if those are legit. For them to get kidnapped on that.
Ain't nobody want to kidnap you. They're gonna
Hey,
return your
hey.
ass right back.
I know they're gonna be like, oh, it's for you. Never mind. Get him
Never
back.
mind.
But, Sharpshooter next week. I mean Sharpshooter. Jeopardy match next week for the titles. And should we get into Sharpshooter in the final segment?
Yeah.
Do
Let's get
it.
to it.
I'll
All right, who
start it
going first?
off.
Ray will
I'll
go
start it
last.
off.
Ray starting it off. It's gonna fucking rain.
Oh, I'm not starting it off. Who said that?
Yeah, that you said that.
I haven't talked for like 5 seconds.
I literally heard Simon start it off.
No, I didn't say that.
Now the champ gives you credit. This is what you do with it.
You had a chance. You know what? I'll step in here.
There you
I'll jump
go.
in. I had a question for you guys. With the Superman film coming out, David Cornsweet being cast, and having just like he's just pumping so much life into Superman. Like he's working his ass off double time to really make him human and just make him such a compelling character. My question, you guys, who who do you think you would have made a great Superman? You can go ahead and pitch any version of Superman, whatever year, era of Superman, but and I would just that's where I just leave it up open-ended. But yeah, who are some actors that you feel like would have been great Superman?
I gotta look some actors up. Hold up.
I sent you this question 2 days
Hey,
in
look,
advance so you could think about it.
it's been a busy couple of days, all right? I don't
Understandable.
got
I heard you, heard. Understood. Anyone have one?
I really wanted to see what's it Brendan Fraser's interpretation of Superman.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know he was supposed to be playing Superman at some point. I would really love to see his version of it on the take of the character, just because he's such a charming guy as it is already in any show that he does. If y'all have y'all watched Doom Patrol by any chance?
Yeah.
Not Doom Patrol, no.
Yeah, it's such a different vibe. But you know, he was George of the Jungle, and he was in all these other movies and stuff
The
like that.
Mummy.
The Mummy, I think he was so great and all that. So seeing him play Superman, and he has a look already as is, I thought it would have been great. And I would really want like a '90s Superman, like a very like mullet looking Superman, and just rocking everything with the whole red and blue suit. I really just wanted Brendan Fraser, and the more I look at it, the more like, damn, I wish I got that movie. Yeah, I think that's my pick, Brendan Fraser. And I would pick
You see,
Lois. Go on.
I was just gonna say, you see why this man is champ? He pronounced it correctly. Everyone says Brendan Fraser. It's Fraser, like
Mm-hmm.
laser. Shout out to champ right here, man. Beautiful work.
Weren't you
Great
going at him
stuff.
for hating Beyonce like 15 minutes ago?
Once you're going at your partner,
I wasn't going at my partner.
stay in your lane, Ray.
Hey, Ray, keep looking up answers. Keep looking up other people's answers, huh?
While you look up your answer, think of your question. You probably won't have to the last minute of the episode.
That is true. That is true. I'll give you that one.
Matt, you got a Superman in mind?
Nah, Ethereum's still my answer because I always thought
Still
about
mine
that.
too.
See,
I'll give you one more. I was thinking about it because I knew someone was gonna steal it. One other one was for sort of an older Superman. I think John Hamm would have done a great
Oh, yeah.
Superman and Clark Kent. He's a Mad Men. If you've seen Baby Driver, he's the villain.
I was
Bridesmaids.
looking for him for Batman.
He would have been a great. He looks like the Telltale series Batman.
look, I was also thinking Michael B. Jordan for Superman.
He was
I know
casted
he
at
was.
one point.
Yeah, they were in
Yeah.
talks for doing a alternate universe
You know, I
Black
got canceled,
Superman.
right?
I think
Yeah.
so.
I just
yeah.
saw something. It recently came up. I think they're
It was
gonna
too woke.
rework it or something like that.
Hey, I'm cool with him as Superman. I think he looks the part. I think he can make a cool ass Clark Kent too. So, but
Yeah. Yeah. I know there are also alternate versions of Superman that are black. So it would have been cool to it will be cool when they eventually get to the multiverse stuff. Yeah. Yeah, we see that. I mean, yeah, what'd you guys think of Nicolas Cage showing up as Superman? Us seeing the Superman Lives version that was scrapped in The Flash
You mean the CGI? You know.
with the giant spot. Yeah, yeah.
A lot of
Basically,
people
yeah,
thought it was they thought it was disrespectful for Ephraim. You had a repost of it earlier. The guy
George
that
Reeves.
was who?
George Reeves, like the
George Reeves, yeah.
old
I thought it
Superman.
was
Yeah.
Mhm.
I thought it was Christopher Reeves.
No, there
Well,
was two
Christopher
Reeves.
Reeves too, but
He
Yeah.
there's
was
George
the
Reeves.
first TV show live action Superman. He was before the movie of
Mm,
Christopher
yeah.
Um,
Reeves.
mm.
yeah, that's crazy. I hope I surely they couldn't have done that without proper signage from the estate. You'd think, but
I think
business is
too.
business.
What made George Reeves Superman a little more cool was that just what it said in that repost. When he's kind of like, no, buddy, like the bullets will bounce off and hurt other people. Like to have that calm and that thought of like, no, this kid thinks I'm Superman. Like this is the only way I can get out of this situation is let him know, like if you do that, you hurt other people. It's the most Superman thing, the most punk rock thing you can do.
Mm,
Which you kind of like, damn. Which, like Matt said, it's kind of disrespectful not letting him, you know, just have that.
You know
yeah.
what's one
It's
thing that died with the old DCU that we was actually pretty good is Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Flashpoint Batman.
oh yeah,
And
That's a good name.
I'm forgetting her full name, but the lady from The Walking Dead
oh, is it
has
like Lauren something?
Lauren Callan or something like that.
Cohen,
Yes.
Cohen.
Yeah, her as potentially, yeah, Flashpoint Joker, which would have
Yeah,
been fantastic. But yeah, yeah. Big facts. Who's got the next question?
I'll go with
did
mine.
Raven? Yeah, I was like, who?
All right, so I'm pretty sure we saw that tweet
Yeah.
about Hulk Hogan and the Jurassic and the dinosaur. Of what do y'all think is the Hulk Hogan equivalent to like a franchise or character? Like how we know that one tweet that the T Rex is the Hulk Hogan of dinosaur movies. It won't put anybody over. It's always just gonna win no matter what.
Oh,
Or it's just the face of everything.
I want to go first, but I don't want to take you guys' answers again.
I would say my answer, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Oh
You
yeah. Oh
see
That's a
yeah.
big one.
you see them on merch everywhere. Any collab, it's always Mighty Morphin. There's no love for any other Power Rangers. They're not going to put anybody over. Anything you see of merch is just Power Rangers of just Mighty Morphin. There's no SPD. There's no Jungle Fury. No Samurai. No Mystic Force. No nothing. No love for anybody. Even comic book specials or even comic crossovers.
Oh, I love that pick. I did. I remember always thinking as a kid, like, and here we fucking go. Like, it must have been like what seeing Hulk Hogan hit the you, and you're just like, and here we go. Like the ending's about to happen. Is like they always find once they hit that extra, the enemy gets turns into a kaiju and they enter that Megazord. It's like, all right, here we go. We're going over. Um, I'll say, okay, I'll say, Dom Toretto, Vin Diesel. Uh, every single movie, it's the family always wins, and I always think of him versus Jason Statham, and they're fighting across like different. They're throwing each other through walls, and then they enter the upstairs, like the rooftop of a parking lot, and he goes, that's the thing, the streets always win. And you're like, they've never set this up. They never set up the idea of like, oh, the street always wins. But he says the streets always win. He hits two sticks on the ground. The ground, the floor parts, and Jason Statham then falls through the ground. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on the screen right now? So that to me, very Hulk Hogan, that just struck me. Um, yeah, yeah. Also honorable mention, Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible,
Yeah,
especially
that was a big one.
This last one, like I just didn't get. I don't know. I enjoyed it. Great set pieces, but also I was like, oh, he just won again. Okay, cool. How about you guys?
Yeah. Ephraim, I'll let you say
Oh,
yours.
Jesus Christ. The Rock, and not y'all know my hatred for The Rock, so I don't gotta say much about that. But just because of stuff he did with Black Adam, he literally cucked Shazam in his movie that's supposed to Black Adam versus Shazam. That's how it always goes in comics. It should not be Shazam. I mean, Black Adam, Superman off the bat. It's a build up to that, and that kind of pissed me off. And how Rock is like, "Oh, the hierarchy of power." The hierarchy of power is what I heard for fucking 6 months. Those movie got released. I hated it. I hated every fucking second of it. And just to watch The Rock just be like, nah, and pretty much any performance that The Rock does is The Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Walking Tall,
Crazy.
Rampage, Jumanji, like all these fucking movies. He's just The Rock. And he's
San
looking around.
Andreas.
San Andreas, he does the smolder. And he's just like, dude, I don't fucking get off the screen. Get off my fucking screen.
It's crazy how in the universe Shazam and Superman met, and so did Black Adam and Superman, but none of them met each other. Shazam.
Wow, I haven't thought about that. Damn.
Exactly why I hate this fucking guy. So when he came into,
Calm
I
down.
just,
Calm down.
I'm both wrong.
To calm down, you gotta.
um, I'm like y'all have some good answers.
He's
But
like all three of them.
no, I think now that I think about it, I think any character really that Tom Cruise plays, from if I can remember, he never loses. Like he always has to win.
Hmm.
Like at least like with Brad Pitt or Leonardo DiCaprio, they've lost in scenarios or whatever characters. I don't know if y'all have seen The Departed. Have y'all seen The Departed?
Oh, great film. Yeah.
Yeah, like well, I'm gonna spoil it, but like Leo dies. I'm like at least at least he's willing to lose, So like
Yeah.
really anything Tom Cruise really plays, and he always has to like, no, I'm the actor. I'm number one. I gotta win. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on.
Tom,
Unless I'm
Tom,
wrong.
Tom Cruise said that doesn't work for me, brother. Do you guys know about the Fast and Furious, like how they map out the fights?
No.
So basically, Vin Diesel, he's a tabletop RPG guy, very much what is it, Dungeons and Dragons. So what they
Yeah.
do is in the contract it says like Vin Diesel, The Rock, Jason Statham, they can't lose. So what they do is they assign points like an RPG game to a punch, a kick, throwing through someone through a wall, through a table, whatever, and they make sure that throughout the fights, by the end of the fight, that the points balances are a net zero. So, for example, you'll see the Rock hit kick, punch, kick, and let's say that adds up to 7 points. By the end of the fight, Jason Statham will get those 7 points back somehow, some way, and they'll end up zero. So that's how they get around making sure no one looks weak, no one gets buried, no one like everyone is equal, right? Or everyone's
What?
protected.
If you think about
Um,
it, all their fights ended in a tie too. Because if you think of Furious 7, that whole prison fight scene, it ends with them just doing a standoff and then being surrounded. And even with The Rock and Vin Diesel at the end of Fast Five, they just are both just on the ground by the end of the fight.
yeah, exactly. Or you have the
Dude.
stupid ass the streets always win, and then like a random rapture happens, and you're like, okay. So yeah, there you go. It
Dang, I
just,
didn't
I
think.
just, yeah, that ruined the Fast and Furious fight scenes for me. Like, whatever. The soap opera aspect is fun or whatever. But yeah, the fights, I'm like, it's just gonna end up in a draw. So
Hey, Paul Walker's coming back
Yeah,
somehow.
Let the man rest.
I know. Honestly, like that franchise just I'm like not to well, I guess kind of on word. Like it died with Paul Walker and Fast and Furious 7. They should have just stopped it right
I
there.
sucks at Universal too.
Yeah.
But that new roller coaster ride looks fire though.
it looks good. It looks really fun. I can't lie. I cannot lie. I'm excited for it. Um. Oh, Matt, did you have one?
I thought he was Hogan.
Mine
Oh, is
was
it my turn?
yeah, it's
Uh.
your turn.
Oh no,
Or
yeah. Matt said the Power
Yeah,
Rangers.
oh
Yeah.
shoot.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I asked the question.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. All right, I got one. Who is y'all's top five heroes?
I try not to laugh, Trey. I try. I
I
try
don't
to
know what
give
to
you.
ask on these because we cover so much. It's like,
Oh,
oh,
well,
we
well, it's kind of good though too, because my question is pretty good, and I want y'all to think about it. So, it's a good question to end it off on.
Okay.
Our top
Top
5
five.
heroes. Ray, pick who you
top
want to go
5
first.
years. Chesco.
Okay. Give me a.
Batman, 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 Batman.
Well, no, it's Daredevil. I'm a big ass Daredevil stan, so he stands at he'll be at the top. I'll give you hmm, 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 hmm. uh so Daredevil, Superman, Nightwing,
Ooh.
um
That's a good one.
hmm, I always are we counting manga as superheroes?
Ooh, Ray.
I don't know too much on it, but if you want to go with it as your pick, I'll let it slide.
Sick. So all right, I'll do it. Yeah, Daredevil, Nightwing, Superman, Goku, Kakashi. That's my
Ooh,
Catch.
that's
Okay.
my
Goku's a good
dream
pick.
five right there. Yeah.
All right, and then who wants to go next?
That's
I'll
your
go.
choice, man.
Um,
Uh,
Batman, Invincible,
Ooh,
Spider-Man. I had to Flash. And what was my last one? Iron Man.
I was gonna
Iron
say
Man, okay.
I don't know much about Daredevil.
there's a hero on your shirt that was left off the list, but that's a
I'm
great
not a big
list.
fan of Superman's storylines or like his rogues gallery. That's my problem.
Gotcha.
It's
Yeah,
kind of like
yeah.
just a big three of what I know, just Lex, Doomsday, and Zod. That's what I know so far of Superman.
just wait till you read Brainiac stuff, man.
Dude.
Oh, Brainiac too. Yeah.
There is a curse of Brainiac movie or Brainiac in movies. Like every movie that has they've been trying to write in Brainiac, it's been canceled. Like I know the Superman Returns, the
Mm-hmm.
sequel was going to be Brainiac. I think I sorry, excuse me. Superman Lives, the one written by Kevin Smith was gonna have Brainiac. Yeah,
I
tough luck with
think
Brainiac.
the
Hopefully
only
DCU.
I think the only live action, and Ephraim, if you want to correct me on it, I think the only one we got in of Brainiac specifically was Smallville. And that like
Um,
Supergirl
no,
too.
we had one on Krypton too, in the
oh
Krypton
Krypton,
show.
okay.
That was really cool as Brainiac.
How
But
was
then those
Krypton? Is
two.
Krypton good?
Krypton was good. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I haven't watched it in like years, but it's definitely worth a watch.
You
It
watch
takes.
Gotham too?
I watched.
Gotham.
I tried watching Gotham. I couldn't do it. I like Batman, but I'm not that like Batman obsessed. I'm more Superman obsessed.
I think Gotham's first couple of seasons were worth it. After that, it just declined.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Right when
like
they
the
reached
Joker
the
though.
peak of introducing, right when they reached the point of introducing Joker, and then they went too much with it, and it's like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
how popular he is. Yeah.
The
Mr.
Am I
actor
C.
though
next?
played good.
Am
Yeah.
I next to pick my 5?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay. I'm not gonna pick like the big heroes because everyone said Spider-Man, Superman, Batman, da da
I'm
da.
just gonna
I
go
think
through
all
his bag and go fucking Dark Horse comics and The Watchmen.
I'm just gonna go
Yeah.
like the obscure heroes that I like. So like,
I don't read comics, I read graphic novels.
well, because I think everyone knows I'm a big Superman fan and Spider-Man fan. So that's something
Big
Yeah.
that
Cass is
I don't
gonna be
want.
his pick.
Constantine is one of them. I love
Okay.
John
Yeah.
Constantine. Think he doesn't get a lot of love from like comic book fans that I watch on TikTok. They always say he's kind of not interesting, which I'm like, wow, the fuck is he not interesting? Um, I like
I'm
Booster
gonna
Gold.
take. I would take a Constantine movie over like another Doctor Strange any day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like all the Justice League Dark members. I think they're all cool. Like I can watch all those movies. Like Zatanna is one of my favorites too. But
Would you take
um,
a Constantine movie directed by Sam Raimi?
yeah,
In
Ooh.
a second, without
Yep.
hesitation.
I want. Oh, I'm glad that you guys said directing because that's going to be the next part of my question for our sharpshooter for today. Yeah,
Interesting.
but Booster
Interesting.
Gold, Constantine. For Marvel, I really do like Robbie Reyes as Ghost Rider.
Ooh.
Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider
Yep.
is the most coolest one. I used to read his comic books. I'm a big Legion guy. I don't know if y'all know Legion.
Yeah, great show.
Great show. Love the comics. I have this little figure in my closet right now. He's all
Shout out Aubrey Plaza.
Great fucking show. Shadow King, scary ass villain.
Mm.
And I guess I'll round it out with I like Zatanna. Zatanna's one of my favorite characters in the DCU.
Dang,
Zatanna
yeah.
is a fucking badass motherfucker.
Cannot wait to see the DCU bring her into the film. That's
I
gonna be
I wanted to say Rogue, but Rogue's up there too though. But Zatanna I have more love for Zatanna because I just like her stuff. She's
Okay.
cool.
yeah.
Bro wants a Justice League Dark movie so bad.
I do. That's all I've been. I want Guillermo del Toro to direct that movie so bad. Shape of Water, great film. Oh my god.
I'm gonna give sorry, real quick, Ray, before you go. 2 honorable
Go.
mentions.
Go.
I could switch out Goku for Gohan, but I'll just leave him as an honorable mention. I love the story of like a son who has so much to live up to. And then my second honorable mention is Cougar Connoisseur, the reigning defending Universal Kayfabe Chill champion.
All
To me,
right, my turn
to me,
now. I
you're
ain't trying to
in
hear
my
this.
eyes, Ephraim, you're a champ. You're a hero. In my eyes, a
Tiger
superhero,
Rock.
might I add.
I rock glasses. I rock people's mom. No, I'm just kidding.
You're my hero.
Thank you. Thank you. My wise
When
man.
he grows up, he wants to be just like you.
Don't be jealous. You don't have no one to look up to, right?
Hey, I'm fine with that.
I'll
can
be
look-
your
you can-
daddy.
Yeah, you can look up
daddy.
to
Don't worry,
Ephraim too.
Look up
Heck
Ali in the
no.
sky.
What's Supergirl's slogan? Look out.
Look out, it's super. And I remember everyone was giving all the entire DC roster their own everyone's looking somewhere. But yeah, Ray, what do you got?
Well, of course, Batman, Superman. I've always been one, of course, growing up with. But now that Ephraim said one, that reminded me Ghost Rider. I remember watching the movie with Nicolas Cage, and I was like, dude, this guy's freaking awesome. And then from there, Cyclops, when I watched the X-Men movies, and I was like, dude, like, I used to have a little figure, and I was like, this guy's awesome. And then
He's awesome.
and then and then Blue Beetle, especially in Young Justice, the show, like I grew to end of like having him become one of my favorite characters. And then of course when the movie came out, I was like, heck yeah, I want to see this. So those will probably be my top 5.
That's another good choice for Ray to play a character.
Is fucking Robin the Laugh.
No.
I say it.
Hmm?
Say it again.
I say my favorite thing of Young Justice, like my favorite random thing, is just the whole Robin laughing aspect, as like he just like disappears.
Oh yeah,
I need to
Man.
rewatch Injustice. It's been a while.
me too. It's been a while.
Right now. I'm on episode 5.
I'm rewatching Batman Beyond right now, which is another one of my favorite characters. It's Terry McGinnis.
That's a good one.
Voiced by not Sean, but the brother from
Eric.
From Boy Meets World. Yeah, Tina. Yeah, see, champion. My superhero.
Bro, wishes he was like a teenager and an adult in the 2000s. Bro, listen to 2000s music, watching 2000s wrestling. 2000s.
Dude, it's like my era, bro.
I see that.
If I was like in the 90s, that would be so fucking cool. Like I wanted this. It was so
Instead, we're stuck with Cardi B, and yeah, we're cooked. We got
And
the boring one.
Weekend. Excuse you.
Hold up, I'm not counting him in this generation. He's too good for this generation.
Going
I
over
rock
what
with
happened.
that. I rock with that sentiment.
Gunther Punk winning against Gunther. We see him winning or losing at SummerSlam, and then one other thing. Jay and kayfabe wise, Jay's gotta look so fucking stupid for what bro doing, just running it back, just constantly, just playing his song.
I thought that was funny. I thought that was I was rocking it with it. I was like,
man,
run it back one more time.
I took it as a chance for Breaker to like catch his breath because he was already looking exhausted. He was drinking water and then took him out like, all right. Yeah.
Look, when I say Yeet Man, that means he does something to piss me off.
That's his
Bro
alter
just
ego.
existed and hates him.
No, I actually do like Jay. It's the same shit over again. It gets kind of annoying.
We like him when he's the right hand man, Uso Penitentiary in his
Yeah,
bag.
I'm a big Uso fan. Don't get me wrong. I just don't. I hate when he's doing this yeet thing for 24/7 day. Yeet, yeet, yeet.
Yeet.
Yeah.
4 letters, 1 word. Stop. Solo's the best thing going right now. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong.
You can't see, but I just did the solo leg wiggle. Mr. CC, what's the question you got?
All right, to end our episode this week, since we're in a great mood and we love talking about directing and stuff like that, if you had a director to pick, and okay, so I'm gonna say it like this: James Gunn is off the table.
Dang it. All
You
right.
cannot, because I knew Ray was gonna go James Gunn. That's the first thing I'm gonna say, James Gunn, because you know everything that we said. No, I knew it. Anyways, James Gunn is gonna be off the table. If you had a director to direct your life, what would it?
Ooh. Okay.
Okay, listen to what I'm gonna say here, Ray.
I'm here.
Before you jump the gun,
I'm listening. Hurry up. Get to the
if
point.
you had a director to choose to make a movie about your life, and who would you want him to cast to be the lead actor for your movie, or actress in Ray's case?
Hey, buddy. All right. Calm down now.
Okay, I know
Wow.
this is. I should have put it in the group chat, but I wanted to see
You
what y'all
should
come up
have.
to the top of the
Yeah.
head.
Wow.
James Gunn is off the table. So think of all your favorite directors.
Gosh, that's a great question. Oh, you never did fail. You never disappoint.
Oh my
Kathy,
gosh,
my
Chesco.
God. You
Get
just
up, man. You're all on
there's
floor.
a
Come
reason.
on.
There's a reason you close the show every time.
No,
My
no.
God.
I closed the show. What do you mean?
We can get like 10 minutes where we're able to look at our phones. We could cut to when someone has an answer to see the directors and all that. I don't mind that.
I can give you one. But I
So
guess
director and then lead actor.
okay. I don't know if I can give you lead actor yet.
Okay. If
I'll
you want
think
to do best
about it.
director, that's fine.
But I'll say I'll give you two routes, just because I think it'd be really cool. I'm a big fan of Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind,
Let's
and
go.
I would love to do. I'm a romantic. I've also had a. I think one thing we all have in common is we've all had really bad breakups. Um, so I think doing something like that would be pretty baller. I think would be something that would really resonate with a lot of people, but also is something that I've gone through and I think would make for a good movie. Also, but also, uh, I've spent a lot of my life being like, I'm not a musical guy. I'm not a musical guy. Oh, but I like this movie. I'm not a musical guy, but I like this. A Phantom of the Opera. I like this. I'm not a musical guy, but I like High School Musical. All this stuff. But the movie that shifted me into being like, okay, maybe I'm just a musical guy is La La Land. And I think Damien Chazelle doing his thing. I love that story. I actually back in high school with my friend also named Matt. We made a movie together. I wrote it, he directed it. And it was basically based off of La La Land, the general story of these two people, they meet, they're from different worlds, but they get each other on a different level. They get together, go through heartbreak and life and aging and this pivotal moment in their lives, and they end up realizing like, okay, we were just chapters in our lives. We're grateful for it, but this is where the chapter ends. I love a story like that. So Damon Chazelle, if I wanted to go the musical route, I think that would be a big that would be big for me. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That's a
Yeah.
good one.
You want to
Huh.
go next, right? So you can still think of yours.
Yeah, you go next.
Ray's gonna say Christopher Nolan.
He's like Christopher Nolan, and I want him to talk about me being the paradox of this thought now.
I'm
Basically.
the one who built the bomb.
For mine, it's gonna be Cameron Crowe, which a lot of people might not know who that is. He's the guy that directed my favorite movie of all time, is Almost Famous, which I don't know if y'all seen that movie.
I just added it on my watch list just
Yeah.
recently.
It's about a boy who goes on tour with a band, and he's a rock writer, a journalist, whatever you want to call it. Falls in love with one of the groupies, and he sees what rock and roll is, and he goes through the trials and tribulations of all the craziness of that world. And
Mm.
I believe that I want something of a style of it's more grounded and more authentic and more heartfelt of my life because I want it to be like someone to relate. Like it's not out of this world where it's gonna make you think that you're gonna drive this cool car and have this cool ass edgy style like Edgar Wright's movies do, or like a fun, uplifting, good soundtrack movie like James Gunn. I want something more grounded because my life is very mundane, chill, relax. Not a lot of craziness goes on into it, which I like kind of way. And I feel like
Yeah.
my insights of music, comics, and stuff like that would be a great movie. Have you ever seen the movie Mallrats?
Love Kevin Smith.
Mm-hmm. Even like a Kevin Smith would be a great directing of just me being a nerd all day. But I think actually I'll put Kevin Smith and Cameron Crowe and just see how that goes. Put them both in there. And
I like that.
to me, I always get typecast as the white complected black hair actors and everything Hollywood does. I really like one of my people that I like to look up and I like to see like someone like I look like him is Tyler Posey
Ooh,
from
okay.
Teen Wolf.
I see
I
that.
think he's a punk rocker. He likes to listen to punk rock music. He likes Blink-182. He likes the pop punk stuff, like all that stuff. I can see Tyler Posey playing me in any movie, especially him being nerdy and the same things I'm into. So Tyler Posey would be my lead actor, and plus I love him on Teen Wolf. I'm a big Teen Wolf guy. I will watch that show. I watched the movie too. Yes, I know. But a Kevin Smith movie about my life with Cameron Crowe, I guess his camera shots and his writing ability, and Kevin Smith's ideas too. I think that would be great.
Yeah, Kevin Smith's dialogue, very pop culture referential.
I
Yeah,
I love Clerks.
yeah. Oh, I listen to a lot of Kevin Smith's podcasts and his review. He had one about Superman the other day or yesterday. Great stuff. Also, I just looked up real quick Filipino actors, and I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind being played by a young Dante Bosco.
Oh,
That's
critique.
I'm gonna just throw that in there. But anyways,
Just
you know, just gonna slip that through the cracks real quick. You guys found a director to direct your
I
life?
wasn't too sure about the director, but I think I might go with it. I was mainly just around the actor. I'm just gonna say it was a toss up between Edgar Wright and Matt Reeves. I think I might
Oh,
go with Matt Reeves. And for the actor, I'm gonna say Kit Harington.
ooh,
I see that.
ooh.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
sexy pick, Matt. It's a sexy pick.
For a sexy man. What you think the S stands for?
Oh.
I just thought it's super shit right now.
You know what that means. You know that in
It
particular age.
doesn't even look like an S though. It's just like a slack line.
Look, let me get mine because I had the same question about it too.
You can kind of see it if you like squint, if you're really looking at it,
Look,
but
You have to know
it's
what you're looking at, I
Yeah.
think.
yeah. There's
Yeah.
no
well,
bottom. I mean, it's a Krypton symbol. It's not supposed to
well,
be like straight up
because
to us humans, but
Gunn took inspiration from the Kingdom Come suit, so that's why his S looks like that. So I'm like, I see what his vision was, but a lot of people are like, "What is that?" But like,
one of the concept arts was it having the Kingdom Come suit and having black on the inside, but they
It
wanted
would have
to
looked it
they didn't
wouldn't
want to head down that route for it being the first Superman because then you're basically just doing what they did with Batman and Zack Snyder doing the Dark Knight Returns Batman.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, plus we had just seen it in Crisis on Infinite Earth with Brandon Routh.
One of the best suits.
One of the best suits,
Yeah,
absolutely. With the
that's a
white
badass
Also,
suit.
streaks. Just
Superman and
great.
Lois suits look really good too. The new 52 look with like the red belt.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
only concern with the Superman and Lois is that he just looks so out of place in that suit. I love the character and everything that he portrays because he looks out of place in those big bulky suits. Like his head doesn't match the body. Does that make sense?
Well, it's a muscle suit. But you know
Yeah,
what
that's
the
Yeah.
what I'm
really you know that first suit that he has in Superman and Lois, the very like
thinking.
first one
Mm.
referencing a
My
Superman
mom
TV
made it.
show. Yeah, a Superman with that suit around like the 1950s or 60s of like the first comic run that he had, a whole
Dude,
Superman storyline or TV show, a whole
that would
movie.
have been awesome.
You guys know about those comic book stories where it's like Spider-Man or The Marvels, I think the Marvel one is called, where it's like they start at the start of the Marvel universe, like it's Fantastic Four, and then they run it chronologically as if like it's one giant timeline um of like, oh, then then all of a sudden Daredevil debuts in the 80s, and then they run through the Clone Saga and then but those characters end up dying as if it's like a real timeline. Do you guys know what I mean? Am I explaining it? I'm explaining it terribly, but have you guys seen those storylines where it's like Spider-Man, he starts off in the 50s, like or whenever he originally got published first.
I believe I've heard about it, but I've never like picked it up and read it or even seen it.
Yeah, I saw Comics Explained do a bit about it.
I
Looks
was like,
really
right now
sick.
I'm reading the Supergirl comic of Woman of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
How is that?
It's good. I really like it. Right now, I think, spoiler alert for the comic, whoever reads it, but Crypto dies. Nigga Ray. But yeah,
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
I'm on that part right now.
It's
Dang.
okay.
R.I.P.
Cole
Crypto.
Purpose cat.
Yeah, she's supposed to have her cat.
Dang. Well, I guess it's my turn then, huh?
Yeah.
He's like, what's
I love-
I want all three of the directors and same actors in my movie for y'all.
There you go. I'm looking at it, honestly. The one that comes to mind a lot just because like we're talking about musical theater, and at first I thought you were gonna go with the one I was about to say, Jesco. I think his name John M. Chu.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
think
Wicked.
Wicked in the Heights, seeing his kind of style with it, I'm like,
Never Say Never, the Justin Bieber concert documentary film.
exactly. I feel like that was one of those
I
things
saw that
where I'm
in
like,
theaters.
what happened?
I saw that in theaters with my grandma.
Dang.
That's
Or
very
never say
real.
never.
That's very real.
It was popular, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like
I hate Justin Bieber during that time.
I feel like it's one of those things where like if I were to do like a musical, I think that's the route I would take. If I wasn't doing that, I would probably do a David Fincher as like a regular movie. I think it'd be kind of interesting.
Wow.
The actors that would play me though, I don't know, they don't really resemble me as much. But one that I really like a lot, Michael Pena, Ant-Man. I think he'd be funny, and he's like a comedic actor, so I feel like I would kind of lean in towards that. Another one, Zolo, Maridonia, Blue Beetle, obviously, Cobra Kai. I was like, dude, like, shoot. And then last one might be, of course, the accent's gonna be a little bit hard. Well, I guess not. Anthony Ramos.
Anthony
Five?
Ramos?
Anthony Ramos.
Good.
Yeah, I feel like I could rock with that, like not like a
Yeah.
Brooklyn, New York accent, but like, that kind of ghetto accent that you could hear.
I
But
mean, I want to say Andy Samberg for Ray.
Andy Samberg? Stop.
That's a good one for Ray.
So we're whitewashing Ray. Okay. All right, Mr. CC, maybe the C's don't stand for casting, but that's okay. That's okay.
Hey,
You're still a hero
But
in
that's a
my
good
eyes.
choice though, like comedic wise.
Yeah,
Comedic-wise,
I wouldn't be
comedy-wise.
mad.
Come on,
Yeah.
Wise man, you got to think out of the box. You got to think outside the box for that one.
Very much out of the box. Very much out of the box. So outside the box. But no, I agree. Like that humor. If there,
Yeah.
yeah, I can see that.
And then for Wise man, I need Shakira playing all his roles.
You know it.
We're
No.
basically the same. We're basically the same. Ray, if you think about it, every time you look at a picture of Shakira, I want it to shift into my face.
I need Jessica to put the edit over Shakira's face.
That'll be the thumbnail.
No,
That'll be the thumbnail.
no, we ain't doing that. No. Like I'm be like, hey, why is your Shakira picture covered by this guy? You don't want to know.
Because he is Shakira.
They're the same.
All right,
Sorry, guys. The secret's out. Secret's out. God dang. Sorry, guys. I am Shakira. I got very
It was
truthful.
nice to see you 2 weeks ago.
Very truthful. And what'd you think?
No comment.
It's that Wizards episode of Waverly Place with Uncle Kebo. Shakira.
And then Zhu.
Shakira.
I think that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, exactly that. But yeah, hey, there's our sharpshooters. You know what? Mr. CC, since you're already closing the show, why don't you just go ahead and close the show for us?
But the champ does a lot of things. And he appreciates the wise man doing it for him, letting him close up the show like he should. Thank you, wise man. I appreciate it.
No, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
No, we appreciate y'all tuning in, watching the episode, subscribing, liking, sharing our stuff. We see the real fans, the followers and stuff, all that, liking our stuff. So please keep with the support and all that. We hope you enjoyed Superman. I hope you enjoyed Saturday Night Main Event and Evolution and All In. We hope you enjoyed all of it. We'll see y'all at SmackDown, or maybe just me at SmackDown. It's Mr. Romeo Coolio, whatever you want to call him, is not gonna be there.
Sexy lips.
Oh yeah, Mr. Second Rate Lips, whatever you want. Whatever.
Nah. Make sure you call me Sexy Lips.
Anyways, we appreciate y'all, and we wanted more feedback. We're gonna try to start posting more. We just been tied up with life and stuff like that, so
You know how life is,
just be patient with us. We appreciate y'all. And fellas, you got anything else to say?
Be good people.
Yeah.
Be punk
remember. Yeah,
Be punk rock. I'm a punk rocker. Yes, I am.
Yes, I am. 1A.
Hey, go crazy.
All right.
Yeah,
Peace,
crazy.
y'all.
Y'all later.